Happy almost New Year's, party popper.
Yo, good to see you guys. Welcome in. Hello. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to pog you. Welcome in. Let me just get a little bit more comfortable. Sorry. Apologies for the mic sound. Good to see you. Welcome in on the Twitch and YouTube side. It's good to have you guys on a nice little... What day is it today? Friday. End of the week. End of the work week for you guys. End of the week for me as well, since tomorrow's my day off. Welcome in, guys. We're gonna finish this beast today because I gotta get on with this stuff. We gotta make some videos. I've been seeing the people's outcries on twitter.com. People yearn to defeat that stupid sloth map. Apparently the challenge map has been super hard. I did go back and do the other two maps really quickly. It literally took me like one extra run. It turns out, guys, when you don't press win right for 4.5 seconds and you allocate your attacks for once in your life, the map clears itself. It's good to see you guys. Welcome in. Where's the fish? Oh, right, the fish. That's so true. That is so true. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. By the way, grats on your first. For some reason, the first isn't showing. There we go. First, top chance we'll be seeing tonight. And they're good to see you as well. Thank you, Fiery Ace, for the resub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hayden, welcome in as well. Good morning. Skittles, good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. Akabane, sorry. Maybe, perhaps, is correct. Good to see you. Welcome in. Sorry, the name is weird on the double chat. All the names are super small and I cannot see with my small eyes. That's true. What they say about Chinese people. Oh boy. Off to a fantastic start. Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm excited though. We're gonna finish off this this Intervalo. And we'll swear it away and then I can start making some vids again. There's the fish for you. Enjoy. By the way, yes, if you're on the YouTube side and you like to fish, you would have to come to the Twitch. That is the way it be. That is just the way the cookie crumbles. Fantastic. Good to see you. Welcome in. But yeah, guys, today's docket is obviously going to be Canto or Intervalo 7.5. We're going to finish it off finally. And we're going to get to see all the cool stuff. I've been told that the end of it is really nice. And so it's my time to shine. All right. Let's switch the screen real quick. Good to see you. Morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Hopefully you guys had a good day yesterday. Hopefully you guys had some cool stuff. I just literally, dude, I have so much work right now. My only respite during the middle of the day is to play Limbus Company. If not for this stream, I'd be dying. It's true. Streaming is all we got in this cruel world. So thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you. Let me quickly just do one more thing, just to make sure everything is good. 1 minute. Une minute, as the French say. Is minute masculine or feminine? Nobody could ever know. Alright, fantastic. Good to see you. Everything should be good now. Music is a little quiet, but it's fine. Nobody knows. Feminine? Okay, cool. Dude, why do they genderize every single fucking different word? It's actually annoying because it's not really obvious. It's one of those things that it's like you just have to know it. Which I guess it's kind of like the same thing for the entirety of Chinese. The entirety of Chinese. I mean, there's some things you can kind of suss out, but the entirety of Chinese characters is you just gotta know it. Which is like annoying. I think languages, you just gotta know it. The masculine and feminine thing for French, you just gotta know it. How will you know it? No idea. You just will. I guess you can kind of like maybe intuit it, but I don't have the intuition for that. Alright. Let me switch screens and turn on the sound and do all the cool stuff. You will hear the music very shortly. There we go. You will see my face very shortly. There we go. And top of the left corner is where chat is going to be. Oh god, I spent all of yesterday trying to fix someone's VTuber model. And it was a pain. it was pain incarnate because I don't know why. Sometimes, you know, people's models are not rigged the way that you hope they would be. And then you try to like fix the settings and the settings are like backwards. The person had like their settings like completely backwards. I mean, not to the fault of the person, but the rigger knew what they were doing and I didn't know what the rigger wanted. And so, pain for me. Interesting. Yeah, dude. So, I have someone else's model in my folder right now. Switch over and just... Okay, Okay. Do not change my encapsulant into modules. I still need them. Let's go. We're so back. Oh, the greatest Intervalo of all time. Thank you, Project Moon, for this glorious treat. Okay, I can almost buy the E-Song as well. Last time we left off, we finished 7 chapters, 7 parts of this Intervalo, which puts us just about halfway. Literally exactly halfway. Yeah, good to see you guys on the YouTube side as well. Welcome in. Good to have you. Alright, sick. And we're going to finish off. I think there's 1 more fight or 2 more fights. Hi there, good to see you. Pappin, welcome in. Okay, let's go. Sinking on purpose. Defeat the enemy before they self-detonate. Oh, it's one of these. Alright, cool. I guess we're going with the sad team. I mean, this sounds fine to me. I'm not sure if they have a piercing weakness. I might switch to full stop office. But I think when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And obviously, for stream purposes, we press win rate. Oh, dude, I did it at the beginning of last stream too. Last stream I also started by converting. What a pain. Oh, here we go. Next up is gluttony. Why did he say goulet? First time he said something that I didn't understand the reference to immediately. Roots of plants dig through the. Is this like a? I need the Hohenheim. I need the Hohenheim trivia guy to tell me if this is like a Hohenheim thing. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them is, however, that they're not satisfied by satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking increasingly greater sources of nutrients. Hang on a minute. What's this? Heathcliff, after flipping through a few more pages ahead, looks at Hohenheim and shouted, "Are we really going to do this song and dance for every single of these Procatulum? Why don't we lump them all together like you've paired up the sinners?" Running out of patience already? Only simpletons would make such a basic suggestion. A standard protocol, in case you weren't aware. I'm also unhappy about this process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of proper test results. You make a valid proposition. What? Very well. I also fail to see the necessity of fighting these Procatula one by one. Specifically, given the busy schedule ahead of us, your suggestion is accepted, Assistant. He's like, yeah, you know what? Whatever. F it. Huh? What? Really? Aren't you the one that suggested it? If we didn't have time to fight them one by one anyway, then why do we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest the margin for error may grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see, but I say the benefits of a large margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Bloody hell. Just let it go, yeah? Just let it go, yeah? Bloody hell. Now, just come on. This very carelessness is why I think we can risk a 0.06% greater margin of error, right? We can let go of 0.06%. Indeed, it is sometimes necessary to optimize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I will abide by the executive manager's judgment. Yeah. Dude, I really want to get to her canto so bad. Her canto like makes every time she speaks, I'm like, I need to like get there and finally like put this shit to rest. I need her to stop being a brown-nosing bitch for 3 seconds. Like, you know, it was funny. It was funny the first time around. It's funny the second time around. It was funny the 30th time around. It is no longer that funny. Very well. Allow me to explain Picatula Morastasis? Gloom as well. Have you immersed yourself in deep water? Quite easy to sink to the depths, no? No? What? However, the deeper one sinks, the harder does it become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions. No matter how much you thrash around, desperately looking for something to grab onto, all you find is futility, such as gloom. I suppose one of the few benefits of working for this company is that it's in constant motion. It gives no time for such emotions to drag us down. Yisong being like, yeah, thank God. Especially now that I have some level of confidence. They might actually keep their end of the contract. Sounds like a disagreement brewing. Even after I joined the bus team, I feel like I've floundered deep in some ditch, you know? Though I'm still here. Oh, dude, she's still... Pet the Radya, pet the failure. She's still feeling it after her canto, that she's not fully realized. Now, you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise to the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Well, it's all ready now. In you go. You too, assistant. You aren't exempt from these tests. Huh? Me too? Perfect timing. Being a bit tired of this mental exercise? Right. Cool, man. Sick. Me when, dude. Me when. Let's get this shit started. Okay. Defeat them before they explode. Press win rate. I will defeat them because Wild Hunt Heathcliff has got me. If no one got me, Wild Hunt Heathcliff got me. Oh, she survived with 2 HP. That's awkward. I did not summon Dullahan. Okay. There seems to be a problem with this strategy. In that I forgot to summon Dullahan. But fear not. The next time the round starts, I will summon Dullahan. We'll be a-okay. Nice, that one was a kill. Cool, sick. Bada bing. I mean, you know, slash being fatal is really nice. Let's see. Yeah, it's Pierce. It is Pierce weakness. Okay, cool. Pierce weakness, envy weakness, gluttony weakness. That makes sense. Let's throw in a. Oh, it's a one. It doesn't matter if it's one side or not. I was like, it's one-sided guard. It doesn't matter. He'll get Dullahan regardless. He will obtain the horse. Because if you're not on the horse, all you gotta do is get on it. Cool, sick. Oh, I don't get it. Oh, I do get it. Okay, cool. I was like waiting for it. Limbus Company. Good to see ya. Welcome in. Welcome in, big. Welcome in. The BBM. Call me Monkey. Sounds good. And finally ground miss. Okay. Cool. Sick. Obviously you know, gotta hit the win rate button. No one knows win rate like a Limbus Company player. Even though they highly discourage win rate in the first act. Also, is the red sheet good? Red sheet is amazing. Unfortunately. Actually, maybe a little... Actually, I mean, like, good as in good, yes, but good as in good for the game, no. Red sheet is terrible for this game. Red sheet is, like, one of the most unhealthy... it's, like, the most unhealthy ID out there. It's the reason we can't have a good Rupture ID.
어서 잠들어라. 비명을 질러라.
Whoa! Hello. Hello. Picatulum morastasis. It has sinking deluge. Pet her. She's so cute. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous Picatulum.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
I'm not on the horse. Oh, I used Requiem. I'm stupid. Thank you for doing your dailies. Appreciate you. I'm a new Limbus company player. Fantastic. We love to hear it. We love to see new Limbus company players. Oh my god. He slapped me.
찾아들 때까지.
It is Pierce for fragility, so this team wasn't the best team to fight this in, but it should be okay. If win rate doesn't work, we'll actually play the game. The guy redeemed everything. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you. Didn't realize I was doing this. Oh, so we're doing karma now. Whoops! I think I'm gonna kill my Altus. Oh well. Wait, what is the condition? Hold on. What is the condition for winning here? Congrats on your stuff. Hello everyone, good to see a jet stream, Sam. Welcome in. You're just in time. Defeat enemies before they self-detonate. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. Win rate button. I am curious to see like what fights are win rateable. So it turns out it's not win rateable. Let's play the game, guys. Now we know, okay, envy weakness, gluttony weakness, and pierce weakness. Let's go ahead and choose a team that works against it. Fantastic. Encore middle hammer is so insane. Oh boy. Wait till you see everyone else. You're gonna be amazed. Does she have pierce? She has all slash. She has one pierce. Does Raja have any pierce? I guess this is her pierce ID. We'll go with it. And then for you, I guess it would be Magic Bullet. Magic Bullet would be the one to do. And then we will probably not stick on you. Probably stick on Full Stop Office Fixer. And then give her the Magic Bullet ego. There we go. Hey, Dare Free Shoots is in. Welcome in. Just in time. I'm repping your guy. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna skip this again. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Limbus Company. Just bust it on them. Hey, please don't spam the chat, please. Thank you. Is Middlehammer better than Lantern Ego? What do you mean? For who? Are you asking if an idea is better than an ego? So I'm not understanding. for Don Quixote? I mean, are you asking if Don Quixote's ID?
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 적절났다고.
Me when I just busted a retaliation shot by accident. Hold on.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
470 crit. That's amazing. Oh, are you talking about Walpurgis Knights? The
사격 개시.
the 2-star for Walpurgis Knight? If you're asking if that Don Quixote is better than Middle Hammer, I would say I think Middle Hammer's clash values are pretty bad. Actually, I just realized I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough bullets. Hold on. I was gonna say full stop office might not be the best because I don't have enough shots to make it to the end. Maybe I just don't use him until the end. Let's see if his works. I could use Peckid. I could use Rabbit. I could use Oomphy. Let's use Rabbit. I haven't used Rabbit in a while. Rabbit deserves some time in the spotlight. Meat Lantern, yes. That Don Quixote, the 2-star Don Quixote is like, I think it's still their best for Rupture teams. I mean, right now Rupture is in a predicament because of Red. I mean, if you said you had Red Sheet, right? If you have Red Sheet, I would recommend you use those together. People usually call Red Sheet Sinclair Talus Claire or Tails Claire, whatever. He's really insane. He applies like a lot of Rupture, and then you can expunge it using any attack. It's very good. Yeah, I would recommend you put those two together.
날 뛰어보라고.
Is Reindeer good? Oh, for Ishmael. I mean, I think it's a strong ID. You do have to pay a little bit of attention, because if you don't, one of her skills, if you don't have enough charge, she will attack indiscriminately. Is it called Mind Whip? Something like that. If you're not careful enough, she will kill her own team with it. But she does do a good amount of damage. For early game, she's very, very strong.
깡총.
Are you just like naming off your entire team? Guy names off every ID he owns. Is this good? Is this good? For the most part, I would say, instead of asking what ID is good, you should see like what team you're looking to build. Because look into the keywords of the characters, and then since your account is new, you probably don't have too many characters. So it's important that your characters have similar, like, shared keywords. So for instance, Red Sheet and the Lantern Dawn both have the keyword for Rupture, and so they'll pair well together. Like if you, unless you're running like specifically only like limited IDs, they're like the best of the best, then it doesn't really matter like individual strength wise. Cause like I would say Lantern Dawn is good, but without a Rupture team to help her, like you could totally run a different ID and it would be the same. Next Rupture is getting IDs. Burn is just got a new ID and considering next candle's Rupture. Yeah, I mean Burn is Burn will get a few toys extra maybe. I can see Burn getting a few extra stuff, but not too much. See, are we dodging here? We're not dodging here. Decay. This is a 1 attack weight. It's just 1 attack weight. Let's just dodge it then. Unopposed? Oh, why am I dodging it if it's dominating? Is this the AoE? Attack weight 1. For every coin power, this king deals attack weight. Okay, this is the one where I need to win clash. Neutral. Dominating. Neutral. Dominating. It's the AoE that I need to win clash against. Everything else can just, you know. Everything else can be whatever. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Fine. Wonder what PM will cook with Rupture and Honglu's Kanto, especially with the current Rupture IDs. I'm also, I don't know. I hope that it's gonna be good. Dude, are you kidding me? I literally could not be like any unluckier. Really. It's okay. Yeah, with the problem really is Red Sheet. The problem really is Tails Claire, who like that guy makes it impossible for what do you call it? Like any improvement in the Rupture department. I don't know if Rupture Society can be saved. I think we're just like specifically cooked. Rupture is like is unsavable, I feel. Maybe they'll finally, like, you know, once the other IDs get to a certain power level, then we can finally unlock the floodgates of what do you call it? Of not having to sit at 15-3. 15-3 is gotta be like one of the most. It's a nasty number. It's a really awkward number. 15-3 is a really awkward number to sit at. It's annoying that like you can't get more than that, you know? Still fought a Queen D. Oh, that Abno for your first dungeon. It's planned, but it's one of the like the weakest. It's the weakness Abno in the game. Queen D Apple is the weakest Abno in the game. All right. I think we're still okay with this team. We could run Deviant as well, but let's give it a shot. Why not? Burn will have to wait for Ryosha. Yeah. I mean, this Kanto's, because it's China, because it is China, this Kanto's like sub type will probably burn anyway. We might get a few burn IDs. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 1 or 2. Like halfway decent burn IDs. Okay, who rolled? You rolled 5? I guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, do you not have syncing IDs for the Gloom Pikachu? Oh, I'm just using whoever I want. I have every ID in the game. I'm just shooting this shit, you know? As the chat says too. Intervalo since Time Killing Time have been really good. Dude, yeah, every Intervalo since Time Killing Time has been like fantastic. I trust you, Polonitsa. Yeah, I mean this Intervalo is like the best Intervalo in the game, like bar none. Bar none, this is the best Intervalo like so far, and it's not even close.
끌지 말고 길에서 비켜.
주라니야, 목을 내놓고 있도록.
It's only getting better. Yeah, it's only getting better for sure. It's actually crazy. I don't know, like, I'm kind of scared, right? Because it's like a little bit frightening. It's a little bit frightening because... Oh, did I use it too late? She's gone. She's gone. It's a little bit frightening because, what do you call it? Like, you can only wonder, like, when... You only wonder, like, when it ends. You know? Because, like, it's only going, like, up and up and up and up. And so at some point, like, it'll stop being peak, right? Like, I've been thinking about this since, like, Kanto 5. Like, ever since Kanto 3, like, it started to pick up, right? Like... When Kanto 3 was okay, and then 4 was really, really good, and then 5 was really, like, you know, even better, and then 6 was even, you know what I mean? Like, since Kanto 5, I was thinking, like, so are we gonna be, like, okay? You know what I mean? Are we gonna be okay? Roger only has 16 on a 2-coin skill spot. I agree. Ouch. Lament. Dulahan. Magic bullet. How many do we have? 4? Not bad. And with the mindset, don't be sad it ends, be happy it happened. I mean, I agree. I'm very happy of our current situation. Like, I'm not complaining, guys. I ain't complaining. Cool, sick. It's over. But yeah, I do think about that sometimes. I do think about sometimes how, for sure, we're living in like the best timeline, and I'm just like, oh, man, I hope it doesn't end. This is by far the best Intervalo, and it's like, let me actually take a look. Let me actually take a look. Is this the last fight? This is one more fight. I think before every sinner is fought. So we've already fought with 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, we haven't fought with Gregor yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's probably the last fight here. But let me take a look at this real quick. I would say I mean, obviously the first few cantos were like kind of set up, right? It's kind of sad because Gregor and Raji didn't really get their own time, really. Like, their cantos were like mainly as a vehicle to set up the story, and not so much like them coming into their own. Like, their stuff is still like really unfinished, right? And 3 was pretty okay. I mean, Cromer, obviously, very cute. 4 was like the difference between 4 and 3 was insane. And then, well, Percent was not bad. It was okay. 5 was really good. These other candles were okay as well, but Intervalo for Bamboo Hat Kim was really good. Candle 6 is like really good. And then Time Killing Time was really good. Murder the World Pixars was amazing. This is fantastic too. Like literally since, I will say, like, I mean, even as early as like Canto 4, it's been like just going up. I think every Intervalo has been better than the last. I think some people, yeah, I can't disagree with that. And then this Intervalo is like the best so far. It's 14 notes, yeah. I was saying mostly if, hold on, buy this bitch. If this was like all the sinners that have fought in the test, because every sinner needs a fight, right? Scott, here you will not, for there's no escape until the work is complete. Cool, sick. I just needed to have him so I can put him on the team. Put blood on the team. Deploy. Just put him on the team for the points. Sorry. That's all I wanted to do. Do you want to keep something at level 1 since he wants to exit ASAP? Probably. Honestly, probably. Let's run Zwei. I haven't seen Zwei in a while. And we'll run... I mean, we can run Red Eyes. We could run... Yeah, why not? I haven't leveled up most of Ryoshi's stuff, actually. Yeah, I might just keep him low level. C2 with Ryoshu. Let's do this, I guess. ST. What? She wants to switch teams. Really? Now? What's your problem this time, Ryoshu? Your dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. Wow! Your dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. Is it because... Is it because... After her Kanto, she doesn't have like the same drive anymore? Like she's like, it feels like she's already done what she wanted to do. And so she doesn't have the same like fire in her. It's dulled so much, I doubt it can even impale that sickly nerd over there. I don't think she'll have too much trouble impaling Hohenheim. I'd much rather watch that Blood Fiend fight again. That was speaking of me? That's, it is quite the pickle. Oh, she wants to switch teams, is that alright? Of course not. You're the man, let's go. I'll admit that my harpoon isn't as sharp as it used to be. I thought I've lost a bit of my edge since then. We're all sailing in the same boat. I'm not going to hold any of you else back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpness when the need arises. Swapping out as soon as you make a fool of yourself. Oh my god. I thought I'd been... oh my god. Switching teams is a thing. To catch them superbie. Pride. Hohenheim droned on as if the bickering sinners didn't exist in this world. Wheels. Symbols of technology on the vector of humanity's ultimate pursuit. The wheels in this boundless pride roll on in search of the perfect circle. Something unconquered even by nature. It remains uncaring for the flash it rends, nor the grass it tramples on its path. Isn't that just confidence and not pride? Can't get anything done by just sitting idly in place. One might say that pride is but another word for overconfidence. It oft claims trailblazers or those who have never tasted failure. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Someone like you, Hohenheim? Well, that certainly is perspective. Next up is Luxray, Lust. Moving on just like that, huh? The meaning of Perpetuum luxure. Luxure, lust, is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would say that it is... yes. An obsession to spread a fragment of what forms the self. A desire to propagate, to breed. Of course, it is more than this concept than just that. While the word itself may be subject to interpretations limited to the carnal understanding, to share one's knowledge, one's ideas, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself. You seek to express that such things are lust as well. Not bad. I always appreciate these discussions with the learned. There's never any dead air. I mean, Heathcliff. Oh, that flew right over your head, didn't it? Why even ask? Unnecessary. Oh my god, dude. Shut up and get in there. Heathcliff might not be smart, but he is the best candidate for... He is the best candidate for, this job. Race car? I love that he has like a race car sound effect. Bing, bing bong. Amazing. What happened? Oh, they staggered themselves. Oh, we're okay then. Me when my girl roll 0. Fantastic. Spiderhead. Honestly, crazy to be blessed with my boy Jesus' weapon. What is the thing? Do not take plus 10 or more hits during this encounter. Oh. Okay, I did not realize that was the objective. Whoops. Me, any readers? Any readers in the Limbus Company community? Not this guy. It's fine, right? We've got it handled. How can you beat a 26? You don't. Sick, man. Yeah, we're all good. We're all squared away. I forgot to block. Whoops. It's okay, staggered. It's fun how long you take, right? Because it's just about not getting hit. We'll build up the stagger, the guard here. Okay, cool. We're all ready to go. I think we will do this. All the defensive skills went to her. That's fantastic. Favored dominating. Favored. We can take it, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, good to see you, Kenny. Welcome in. Double slotted Svayesh is a monster? Yeah. Ismail being able to have an attack and a defense is like insane. On Zwei. $16. Kind of nuts. Dude, she's so sick, man. Why are they so stanced up? Wait, why are they so stanced up? Just realize how stanced they are. That's actually so funny. Okay, let's do this, and then we'll do one of you. Who are we hitting with? Neutral? cool, sick.
대가리 딱 떼도
Looks so goofy, yeah.
먹기 좋게
Yeah, also the fact that she can't be staggered is insane.
겉에
I don't know why they printed her. I mean, she's granted, like, she's not like the biggest problem in the game. I think it's funny because for as crazy as Vi is, like on both on paper and like in execution, she's far from like the problem that this game has.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
I haven't been using Tremor a lot recently, so I haven't gotten to see her in a while. I miss her, you know? She carried me through Kanto 6, yeah, deservedly so.
딱 떼도
Yeah, but I haven't really... Oh. Okay, we're good. I haven't had a chance to use her in a while, so I felt like bringing her out today.
지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리 차.
Been a hot second. I've been on that, I've been on the bleed team hype.
대가리 딱 떼도 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
One more wave. Oh, it's over. Wait, what? Wait, that's it? Did I miscount?
착각하지
Did I miscount?
겉에
Stinging. Okay, this is Greg. My boy Greg? Oh, it's not.
책임은 모두 연구 보고회인가 아니면
Each unit defeats the Pikachu has taken their shape once. Each unit defeats the Pikachu has taken their shape once. Oh, I can't use this this level 1 guy. I can't use the level 1 guy. I gotta use someone who is halfway stronger. Because he has to win. It looks at looking at a ringy song, Fluid Sac Faust, and tells, yeah. Tells Claire.
죽음 충동 억제 관념 봉인.
Yeah, it is a big part of the problem. Verily, it is nigh time for young Yi Song to to face the test. The nature of our trial shall take form as Pikachu individuate. I assume we all have had first-hand experience with static shocks. Yes, we have. Great superhero villain guy. Yeah. So level 3 Lust Pride. Yeah, I mean, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Take their shape. I assume it's the King and Binds guys, right? Doth static shock have aught to do with envy? Anyone who has been subject to both static shock and the envy of others must know the latter stings in the same manner as the former does. Does it? Does static shock and envy feel the same? Feels like Faust is the most broken. It is, yes. And even more so. I mean, like, the thing is, it's like, why would you not, like, first turn Fluid Sac? Like, if you're having trouble in a fight, there's no reason not to first turn Fluid Sac. I ill comprehend thine explanations. I see. To explain in simpler example, Miss Don Quixote, you've always been fond of and held great respect for the illustrious color fixers, am I correct? Verily, should I be second to none with the passion for them to be measured? Imagine yourself at a convention of sorts. At a convention of sorts! In which such illustrious color fixers are holding an event to disseminate their autographs. And imagine that you're part of the excited queue. Oh, indeed. I've mentally placed myself there. Proceed. She's already there. Yet in great misfortune, the event comes to an end, mere moments before you receive your autograph. Alack for woe. Fate played such cruel jest on my pitiful soul. I have to imagine what sort of emotion would you feel for the fellow fan who received the final autograph immediately before you received yours, ere the chance were robbed. What will be the jealousy burning within mine heart, a painful tingling sensation of my... My, you certainly have enjoyed explaining things, don't you? I suppose all scholars are kindred spirits, after all. Dude, this guy is a bitch. Quit your chin wagging and get in there. Then I shall follow. Dude, Pod calls kettle black. This guy's been explaining all day, and he's like, "Oh, you love explaining stuff, don't you, huh? What is happening? Excuse me, dude. He hit Wrath A-Res by himself. You bitch! What an asshole, dude. What a dick. So each sinner must defeat their counterpart. Am I correct?
나아가주게.
Oh my god, guys. Chill out, dude. Unload on that bitch. She's staggered. I'll stagger you too. Keg W. She's dead. Alright, one down. Cool, sick. Okay. This... Neutral. Favorite. This staggers the man. This gets him low. I don't use this last... Oh, it's a power guard? That's awkward. Let's fail one and then win two. Will that kill him? It might kill him. I'm kind of scared. Let's power guard instead. And then we'll just dump the damage in him. Just it is a yeah. I'm kind of scared to kill him with the wrong guy. I do want to win one though. Let's just guard with this one then. Okay, we're fine. We're okay. Sick. Okay. Okay, we're done. We're all square now. Now everything else can be just cleared easily without thinking. Rip space turn 1 with no charge. Pikachu Individue have never used a W Corp officer in their life. That's how you know. This guy has never touched W Corp. Rip space with 0 charge. Yeah, you deserve that, guys. Okay, hold on. Don't do that. Press win rate and they all go into the same guy. What is wrong with you guys? Oh god. What is wrong with you two? Oh, that was fast. Wait, it's only 2 waves. I love my 0 charge double rip space. Me too. Okay, is this Gregor? Oh, it's not. It's everyone except for Don Quixote. Did Gregor already go? Oh, wait, Gregor went first, or like early. I forgot. He went second. I completely forgot. Everyone except for Don Quixote? Is it because she's a blood fiend? Like, yeah, no blood fiends allowed. All right, Yisong, you're taking a backseat. I'm farming you for points. And Faust, I'm farming you for points too.
자, 해골 지정 보호 구역에 자, 해골 바가지랑 거미 대가리 후드려 패러 간다.
지위를 받는 건 오랜만이네요.
자, 지정
원하신다면
이번
연구 보고회인가
Oh,
아니면
well, what's the task here? Clear within 10 turns.
술인가?
Cool, sick. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's fine.
해오던 대로 방송을 켜겠다.
Like zero charge over this. You'll see. Okay, I'll see. The foundation that led to this disaster was laid by none other than Yisung, whose only sin was making an innocent, tragically casual remark. Sometime after we ran our final tests. Please vacate the room, people. Cleanup coming through. Dude, he's actually kind of good looking too. Apologies. Miss Don Quixote ought to. Prithee, avail me, but at this moment the shoelaces upon Rocinante have come undone. What? How? I remember tying like 7 different knots on your shoes. Yet 'twere quite the hideous excess. Sorry. Before upon Rocinante, I've tied one of them once again in the shape of a ribbon. That didn't look that great. Ribbons are cute. Oh boy. Yet one must begin to wonder about the consequences of Miss Don Quixote freeing her feet from Rocinante at this present state. Whatever art thou suggesting? Rocinante is none other than mine eternal steed, bound to me by fate itself. None shall ever dare sever the bond betwixt us. It was a query post towards Miss Faust, yet I appreciate your answer all the same. And Faust's reply was what set fire upon the combustible foundation. Oh, is this where Hohenheim's like, yeah, that's a great idea, guys. That's a great idea. I cannot know. What? An obvious outcome, given that no relevant data has ever been collected. Well then, no time like the present to get collected, huh? Good thing we're in a lab, too. Where else are we going to get another chance like this? Of course, this action is highly inadvised. Sounds like a bad time to me. Heard all kinds of horrible stuff happened on the train the moment her shoes came off. Sure did. But twas but an independent decision called by Rocinante itself due to certain extreme circumstances that had not to do with mine. I mean, it actually wasn't Rocinante's fault. It was Casillo's fault for biting at upper blood fiend. Like, know your place, man. Know your place, 6th blood fiend. Yeah, potato. I was already quite aware that the core of that individual may as well lie in her pair of running shoes. Fie on thee. Thou shalt not treat a person such as that I with some useless shell. What if we slipped her shoes off and on again really quickly? The standards here at the LC department demands precise measurements. In other words, these tests would be meaningless if all we measured is a hollow shell. Hollow shell. I have indulged your predictable provocations enough, Hohenheim. It seems necessary to remind you that you have not yet received the full report of what transpired during the incident. In other words, you're risking the occurrence of an unexpected event. You concern yourself unnecessarily. The construction of my lab boasts a rather solid build. Not even abnormalities in the most powerful side of things can puncture holes in its walls. That is true, dude. Like, even like Lobotomy Corporation walls were insane. Like, just holding Alephes. Like, granted, they break out pretty often, but like, all things considered, pretty good. Like, pretty impressive. Oh, very well. I will not force your hand. However, due to your unwillingness, I'm behooved to record as such in my research journal. Due to the concerned sinner's utterly terrified reaction at the prospect of having to remove her shoes, I must unfortunately leave only a half-complete test result here. Utterly terrified? Terrified? And for your information, these research reports are stored for at least a decade. Yes, we'll have possession of a full report of your plain cowardice for at least 10 years. Outcome, NA. Reason, subject was too scared to participate. Oh my god! These two clowns, Martin and Elisa, you're perfect you guys are perfect for this place, man. After so much contemplation, I have to conclude that the dearest Rocinante deserveth a moment of respite as well. L-Corp still wouldn't risk running rhinos around those walls, though? Yeah, for sure. Dude, R-Corp is full of maniacs. And I, Don Quixote, shall demonstrate before thee that Don Quixote is still Don Quixote in her core, without Roshinante's assistance. Are you sure this is a good idea, Faust? Hohenheim, if your employment at Limbus Company ever comes to an unilateral termination, I suppose that the cause will rather apparent. Their highly irresponsible level of curiosity. Not a good idea. Got it. That will be my greatest honor as a researcher. Hey, if anything ever goes wrong, Yisang will be ready to slip on those shoes right back on your feet at a moment's notice, Kay? Bloodfiend Rampage? Okay. Rhino Rampage? Hell no. Well, you know, the difference is that Bloodfiends have a heart. Never met a single rhino in my life that had a soul. Rhinos, truly the gingers of Project Moon. I shall be at the ready. Behold me, now with such excessive anticipation all. There shan't be any new revolutions here. Don Quixote begins to untie her shoes, seething. This 7-layered knot poseth quite the difficulty. Young Ishmael, wherefore hast thou tied those cords with such unwavering tightness? She is the knot queen. I was hoping they'd be the last knot these shoelaces would ever tie. Of course, there we go. Rest thee well, Roshinante. For I... Oh no. The whispers. I want to say Rhino Merceau, but I just remembered he's French. Well, exactly. I had Rhino Merceau in mind when I made that comment. The sinners and I were all quite nervous, but none of us stepped forward to stop this experiment. Why didn't we stop this? Was it because we thought we knew removing Roshinante doesn't necessarily mean she will lose control? Because we saw its effects on the warp train in all of La Mancha Land? Or was it because we assumed that Roshinante was now just a disguise? Now that Don Quixote has accepted her past as Sancho, removing it wouldn't affect her psyche at all. Whichever was the case, it was a mistake to ignore that nagging feeling. These researchers don't know. They don't know, guys. They don't know I'm Sancho. They don't know what facing Don Quixote, Sancho, the second kindred is like. We do. Mother. Oh, Mother. Our existence is death in perpetuity. Complete us. Fill our hunger. Oh, We pray unto you. Fill us with the blood of humans. With the blood of humans. The teeming, shouting voices suddenly began to echo in my head. The voices of all the children he had embraced. Or perhaps this was the Bloodfiend's instinct-given voice, imprinted upon them the moment of their birth. Proliferate their disease, embrace their unending hunger for blood, and propagate the family. So many voices, so much yearning, so much desire. Every single kindred that has ever existed in the past kneels before Don Quixote. Oh, dearest mother, as your children, when shall we be permitted to quench this thirst for blood? I must drink blood. I have to drink. Dante? Me? All the blood that the family deserves to drink, I must. Dante, wake up! It's a lot like the last time we at the building when the fire in their head suddenly exploded. I have to. I gotta get a hold of myself. Thirst. My body can't even feel thirsty. This doesn't make any sense. I'm okay. I'm okay now. Did he just have like a Krillin moment? He just had a Krillin moment. Remember like Dragon Ball Original where Krillin fights that smelly guy? And then he smells like terrible, he knocks everyone out, and then he's like, wait a second, Krillin, you don't have a nose. And he's like, wait a second, I don't have a nose. I can't smell this guy. What did you see, Dante? If we want to bring Don Quixote back, we need to quench her thirst somehow. We need something to sate the combined thirst, the desire of every single kindred. That's not good. To keep any blood in there? Let's all at least try to quench what's... yeah, we have some blood samples if you need them. Damn it. Have you been listening to what the executive manager's been saying? It's the combined thirst of every single kindred. A few blood samples ain't gonna do anything. So you're just gonna sit here and do nothing? Ain't just a matter of who's getting those shoes back on her? Right, Yisang. Shoes. Get those shoes back on her feet. I cannot. A bizarre wall of pressure surrounds her. This is one luxury cig. Good flavor. I bought those luxury cigarettes with our last bonus pay. Those readings are incredible. Such power, even in a state like this. For all intents and purposes, complete emancipation. Sorry, emaciation, my bad. You acted onto this knowing this would happen? I had many outcomes in mind, some more quite similar to this, but this is beyond even the most extreme of my predictions. How the fuck are you so calm about this? What use would be panicking now? If the outcome does not align with the predictions, the first outcome of action should be to analyze the given data. However, it doesn't seem like our containment measures will be the answer here. Thus, the task of stopping her seems to fall straight onto you. Time for us to pay for the price of curiosity. Oh my god, dude. We're back. Does she have okay. We're saved! We're saved! Oh, thank the lords. Thank the lords we're saved. Yearning for blood. She's been starved. Thank God, guys. If not for yearning for blood, we would be so cooked. How we feeling, huh? How we feeling about Superbia? How are we feeling with the turn 1 magic bullet? Because I feel like that's a great idea. Excuse me. What happened to my favorite, huh?
쏠 수 있죠?
시야 확보. 쏜다. 방금 좀 똑똑했다. 옛날에 바로 잃어버리는 놈이 있었지.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Okay?
한 점만 노린다. 이런 건 몽둥이가
Let's not talk about it. Okay? But that didn't happen. Turn 1 Aventura, instant 45 SP, good stuff. So I didn't realize I was gonna use the telelogic either. That's why. Actually, I reset because I used the telelogic by accident. I didn't want to use it. Okay. This time, I will simply do the normal thing.
뭐야 그
And just Who do you think has a good ego for Clash? I mean, no one's gonna roll high enough, right? I don't have enough. I don't have any bleed to apply. I don't have any bleed to apply Sanguine Desire's big roll, because Sanguine Desire needs Or maybe it's fine? I mean, 21 plus 12 is not bad, guys. 21 plus 12 is not bad. Favored. These favored don't mean anything, guys. I did use Serbia, yeah. Oh, it is the strongest option. Okay, cool. I figured it was.
길 좀 막지 마.
Oh, thank God. She low rolled, and we both low rolled, but my low roll was better.
춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면.
She may have low rolled, but I also low rolled.
그때 옛날에 조직에서 싸울 때도
Yeah, 50 bleed.
바로 적을 다
That's true.
밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
I forgot that she has no blood feast blood pool yet. So she bleeds herself out for it. Ouch. Ouch.
다시 결투는 끝나지 않아.
Okay, she staggered. Two and baby, I forgot. Well,
비었어요.
공로 지원한다.
okay.
아이씨 좀 피하면서 하라니까. 야 저거 정신 차릴 때까지 앞에서 시선 좀 끌어줘야겠어.
Just wail into her. Make it count, guys. Make it count. Everyone and your mom, make it count.
사기 개시. 이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패.
I trust you, Paulu.
그 삶의 마침표를. 히스클리프 지금
공로
히스클리프.
지원한다. 뭐야 그 파이팅이다.
Actually, is this beatable? I don't think so. I don't think I have any ego to beat this. Holiday? Not even close. Goodbye. Let's just hope for the best, guys.
어떡.
It is beatable? I should have tried. I just assumed it wasn't. What is this? Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, that's it? Oh. Okay. So I thought I had to kill her. For some reason I thought I had to kill her. You just have to stagger her once. Oh, okay. I didn't read that condition. It said to beat her in... It said to beat her in 10 turns, so I assume I just had to rush her down. I have to be the mother to all of them. The family's thirsted. No, my lady. You needn't be the mother to anyone here. Here. You are a sinner. And nothing more. Oh! Holy shit. He one-shot her. I will not place the blame of this incident on anyone, Dante. I understand that no one could have expected this outcome. Given the dearth of intelligence regarding the blinding tool of the first kindred it gifted to the third kindred. Well then. I hadn't much first-hand experience with watching Virgilius fight, but this was certainly the most exhausted I've seen him for a while. I decided to say nothing and turn the clock. Dude, he turned the clock after all that? He turned the clock after all that, dude? That must hurt like hell. Oh my god, that must have hurt like hell. After some time had passed. Don Quixote, what happened? Do you lose consciousness or did something affect your memory? Manager Esquire, my memories were fine, but there were something I heard something as soon as I removed my shoes. Voices, right? Once again, you've witnessed me. Yes, the voices, so many voices. Voices? The voices of my family. Is she like I guess she would be the leader of the kindreds now. Because she would be the highest rank after Don Quixote. But the Bloodfiends of La Mancha Land are all... Sinclair trailed off. Every single Bloodfiend left inside La Mancha Land was killed when the amusement park collapsed. In other words, most of Don Quixote's lower kindreds were dead. That is indeed correct. But if I cannot well explain how, the only way I might explain this is... That is, though my very blood remembered them still. I recognized some of them. And some of them were voices of those I cared deeply for. I can't wait until Don is given a pain-sharing device. Uses on Virgilius, and Virgilius says that's it? Damn, you've been a bitch for that? It seems as though I was, against my own desire, made to ascend to my father's seat. Perhaps I always was, ever since then. And I was struck not only by my own thirst, but the combined thirst of every single one of those children. Thirst. Indeed, I am also bound by that thirst. It's only natural because I'm a blood fiend. Thus the pressure of it all broke my hold of my sanity and... I hurt you all. As Don Quixote the blood fiend, the higher kindred. Not as Don Quixote a sinner and your friend. Don Quixote, this isn't your fault, it's... No, such words now are meaningless. Just look down at a pair of shoes. The strings again neatly tied. Ishmael's like, please, guys. Please. Never untie them ever again. Please, God. The higher office will now be regularly supplying you with artificial blood packs. Oh, does that mean that whenever we take off the shoes, she won't be negative 35, because she'll be satiated? Or at least she'll be like negative 20. Something lower, right? Hohenheim approached us. After spinning a well, vigorously scribbled something on his note. The blood substitute will be very similar to real blood in terms of composition, and we won't have any issue with supply. I don't suppose you actually... At least it's not hemo bars, you know? Wait, this whole time they could have gotten something better than hemo... I feel bad for the blood fiends, guys. They had a blood substitute that's better than hemo bars this whole time. And here we are. I don't suppose you actually believe that the mere willpower would be enough to withstand this urge. I've done quite well suppressing it this far. Indeed, and it was precisely the wick attached to the ticking bomb within the LCB. Must I remind you the soundness of this limiter of yours is quite tenuous, as today's events have demonstrated. Is it your implication that the purpose of conducting this reckless experiment was to determine the full extent of the latent danger? I don't know. Seems like only Sadie's curiosity. Call it merely the auspice of opportune convenience. This risk factor had to be measured sooner rather than later. Or later. Had known the full extent of the danger she posed, I would have immediately requested a forceful summoning of your department. Of course, as large as this void of unknowns was, we were able to fill it with much new information. Thanks, Virgilius. I'm gonna be so sad when Virgilius leaves us, guys. I'm gonna be so sad when Virgilius can't follow us anymore. Certain analyses can be drawn by comparing the reports regarding blood fiends in this very experiment. Let us discuss this thirst you experienced first, for example. The combined thirst of every lower kindred. Indeed, it is true. The Manchigan kindreds have been completely eradicated due to the events of La Manchaland. But you still have heard the voices of your children, yes? What are you saying? I am to discuss the powerful binding force contained within blood. LCB's cooperative report explains that blood is not merely a carrier of nutrients, but something more. That is, it contains certain abstract values as well. We sent in a complaint that the report was too vague in its wording, and received a reply that their on-site investigative reasoning team leaders spat out, the contents of which were equally fascinating. This desire for their kind, this thirst, is something that may as well be imbued and imprinted on the familial bloodline. Normally the weight of that thirst is far too heavy for an individual to bear, which is why they propagate, to bear the unbearable burden together. But considering all that desire is now focused into an individual, on account of the extinction of the entire family line, it is to see why her hold of sanity was easily broken, no matter the strength of her will. So what you're saying is, guys, she gotta start going. She has to start going at it and making more blood fiends. What if we recreate the Manchaland? She alone was made to bear the responsibility, the pressure, the duty, having to raise the family once again. And because none of those needs were currently met, there comes the endlessly exacerbated thirst. Thirst and more thirst. It is quite fascinating to see how your kind preserves these very abstract values in the physical form of blood. The mere words thirst does quite the insufficient job of describing the intensity at which you have lost control. This is my oversight, I must admit. I do respect your efforts to liberate from your nature, I truly do, but I also have to maintain that it is highly advisable for you to regularly consume the provided blood packs. I understand, but one day I wish to dismount from Roshinante and walk bare of feet, feel the earth underneath my own skin. I was able to establish one positive fact from this exercise, however. She gotta propagate, huh? I volunteer. I volunteer to be your husband. Chat is down bad. There are those who would, quite literally, throw their lives in line to stop you, even if you were to take your shoes off. Wait. Hohenheim? He has a heart after all, guys. I thought he was just a psycho, but he actually might have more emotional capacity than Faust. In other words, I don't believe it to be necessary for other departments to exercise any separate control over you. Well, now that I've had first-hand account of your conditions, I'll write the following in the report. Still quite unstable, yet with the effort from the subject herself and efforts from various other environmental factors, the subject has been deemed sufficiently controllable. Once again, I deeply do respect your efforts, or any kind of effort, really. Because I've never had that much use for it myself. Don Quixote took a deep breath, then turned to face the sinners. By then her eyes had regained their usual softer look. But sorrow, was seeping through the tone of her voice. Despite her theatrical manner of speech returning, her tone reminded me of our time at La Mancheland. My deepest apologies, dear friends. Forsooth, I shall ever persevere to see that Rocinante. My shoes are never to be removed again. Lass, you're looking at it all wrong. You're gonna remove those shoes one day, yeah? And that's what you're persevering towards. Heathcliff. Heathcliff. Barely. I think she let out a brief, quiet laughter. Ah, Manager Esquire. Perchance, is there aught that else conceals from my knowledge? What do you mean? I don't think so. It's not coincidence that at this very moment I noticed Faust looking in my direction. Sorry, what did she say exactly? Is there aught that thou conceals from my knowledge? I don't know if I made the right choice here, but Faust nodded lightly, as though to say that I did. I stopped hesitating, and the tick-tocking sound came to a stop. Very well then. However, I cannot help but admit that I felt some degree of anxiety as I watched Don Quixote walk away as though nothing had happened. Okay, guys, Jesus.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저는
The hierarchy.
철수하자고.
Oh, are we gonna get a power ranking? Are we gonna get a power ranking of the sinners now? Hold on. Is that what this means? Oh, dude. That's sick. Hold on. Actually, you know what? In that case, hold on. If we're gonna get a power ranking, I want to do this before that. Okay. I want to do this beforehand. Predictions, yes. Okay. It's only one tier. I'm gonna rank what I believe the 12 sinners are ranked. First, we're gonna do predictions of before they join Limbus company. And then I don't know. Are they going to reveal? Do you guys know if they're going to reveal like the post ranks as well? Are they going to do pre and post ranks? Okay. Let's do pre ranks first. Pre Limbus, pre Limbus. Before they all got like depowered and turned into nothing. Obviously, top of the line is going to be Don Quixote. And bottom of the line, I mean, they did say that Sinclair was the weakest. Or like everyone was depowered to Sinclair's level. It's only a pre, I think. Okay, cool. Okay, going from there, this is where it gets a little complicated. I want to say that as somebody who was a commander in the Smoke War, I want to say that Autis is right below Don Quixote. I mean, the margin is like this big. I think the margin is like this big, but the next strongest guy is probably Autis. Okay. It's not only pre. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think Yi Song, if everyone is depowered to Sinclair's level. I think Yisong is only just as strong as Sinclair. I think these two are pretty similar. Yisong is not a fighter. He literally is a guy in an office. I don't think he's at like he's probably only as strong as someone who has basically zero battle experience. I think they are very similar in like physical capacity. Faust. In between these, somewhere in between here for now. Ryoshu. Given Ryoshu's technique and ability to like they said that Ryoshu doesn't have the power anymore, but she still has her memories of like the instinct, the ability to like use her techniques, right? Hold on, let me see. Teams. Look at her values are not bad, and she has like her techniques are still there. I want to say Ryoshu is stronger than Faust, but I don't think by the demeanor that Otis has that she's stronger than Otis. I think I actually do think Otis is like one of the strongest sinners. Like given her pedigree, I think she's one of the strongest. Merceau. Do I think Merceau is stronger than Ryoshu? Merceau, we know nothing about this guy, but he did work for K Corp. Oh, sorry, was it T Corp or K Corp? Or whatever it was. Or N Corp? Dude, I don't fucking know which Corp anymore. N Corp, T Corp, K Corp, they probably N Corp. Sorry, N Corp has like 4 different sections. I always get confused because N Corp has like the office building section, and then has like the scientist guys, and then has like the nail and hammer guys. There's like 3 different teams in N Corp, and then like, you know, Herman's also there as well. There's a lot of people in N Corp that like confuse me. He's quite Chain of Others is like one of the strongest egos in the like the base egos in the game. I think if you're comparing base ego strength, I think Chains of Others is like crazy. I mean, like a depowered Chains of Others can hold down, you know, what's his face? The Earl King for like moments. Like that's kind of insane, no? That's a feat. I think Merceau is stronger than Ryoshu. Honglu. I think Honglu is trained. But is Honglu stronger? This is gonna suck ass because is Honglu stronger than Faust? I don't know if Honglu's stronger than Faust. Honglu seems to be trained. For representation emitter is a really strong ego as well. And it's like our first AoE, right? I mean, his is also AoE. I think Honglu and Faust are similar strength. And Honglu has the training of a royal family, but Faust has the Google. Like Faust has like the technique knowledge of like everybody. Obviously, she probably isn't the strongest, maybe like middle of the pack. I think Honglu and Faust are similar in strength. They could be interchangeable. Google Shaft. I think that puts Heath here. I think Heath is not as strong as Honglu. I think maybe in terms of raw strength, yes. In terms of raw strength, I think so. But in terms of technique and like fighting ability, no. I think if they were to 1v1 each other, Honglu would beat Heath. Yes, I have no idea about Honglu's other eye either. I think Honglu and Faust, it's very close. It's very, very close. But I do like Honglu a lot as well. Maybe like this. Okay. Ishmael. I think the siblings go together, and I think Ishmael is weaker than Heath. I think the siblings go together, and Ishmael is weaker than Heath. Maybe like this. This is looking good so far. Oh, it's hard to say. I do think so. I think Heath has a high potential for growth. Heath's, like right now, I'm gonna do like another one afterwards. At or above, sorry. I'll do another one afterwards, like for strength and stuff. Of like post Limbus. Too bad we don't have like multiple copies of the same center. But anyway, Raja. I think Raja sucks. I honestly think Raja is weak as hell. Like, given her, this is gonna like not to like shade her, but compared to other sinners, she doesn't really have any accomplishments. She has no feats. She has no feats to her name. Her like her opponent, her like foil is Sonya, and Sonya's also good for nothing. Like they're both like suck. Like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, now they've kind of grown more, but at the time of, before Limbus Company, like, she was nobody. You know what I mean? I don't think, like, I think it's interesting because, like, the remark was that it was interesting. She found it, like, interesting that she was able to one-shot Heath after depowering. After depowering, she thought it was like she was surprised. Yeah, I think like that's the thing, right? I mean, like yeah, like Heathcliff has really great potential, but this is like pre-Limbus Company ranking. So this is my ranking of like before they joined Limbus, like where they were. So like obviously like Heath ends up, you know, he could become the Earl King, right? So like in the end, he might like reach crazy heights. But before Limbus Company, I think Heath is relatively weak. Okay, Gregor is the hard one to place. Gregor was a soldier during the Smoke War. He has a crazy arm. He has a crazy arm. Suddenly one day. And he has a special type of modified soldier. I assume he's stronger than other ones because he can like he's able to control it better than others. Whereas most soldiers that end up with the genetics mutation that turns them into cockroaches, most of them turn fully. Basically, their heads change and their bodies change. Suddenly one day his arm changed. Plus he's Herman's like, you know, special boy. Like familial wise, I think he might be over here. He's the potential man. He's the true potential man. I think this is the ranking, guys. There's a theory that Wild Hunt Heathcliff's power is just him manifesting his ego. Oh my god! So you think Wild Hunt is body sack? His only battle experience is slicing. Oh, that's true. It is. Here's the thing, right? He doesn't have a lot of battle experience in comparison, but he has more than Heath. And his arm was able to like one-shot a civilian within like 0.35 seconds. I don't think pre-Limbus Heath could do that. I don't think pre-Limbus Heath could like slice a civilian in half in like two people in half in 3.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds. I think in terms of raw strength, Gregor pre-Limbus was stronger than Heath. So I think this is a good ranking. We shall see. And then when they reveal, when they're like, we're gonna reveal the ranking of the, you know. Okay, hold on. Duplicate. Post Limbus. Right now. Right now. Everyone down. Everyone down. Okay. I think people that have had their cantos are stronger than people who have not had their cantos. So Gregor, Raja, Sinclair. I mean, granted, there's some leeway in there. I don't think like this is not like I'm not finished ranking. I'm just gonna put the rankings of people that have already had their cantos so far, and then we'll see from there where I think. Okay, these have already had their cantos. Honglu. I think Honglu is still stronger than Yisung. Gregor only Gregor has base ego art that the chains of his arms has the logo of the Sapphira. Yeah, like something about his arm is crazy. Like the reason I put him like pretty high up comparative to the other sinners, like middle of the pack, he's definitely not as strong as someone like Autis or whatever, because Autis outranks him. But his arm is like crazy. His arm is insane. And also, he said that after joining Limbus, the desire of his arm completely went silent. Like something about his arm is like uncontrollable, right? And he was not able to control before. His arm like surpassed him. Like it's like a Migi situation from Parasite to Maxim. Altis. I think Altis is relatively weak right now. I think that's also a reason why. I think that's a reason why like no one respects her right now, is because Altis is relatively weak. I think she's a middle of the pack sooner in terms of strength right now. I think also Ishmael is not that strong right now. I think Merceau is also pretty good. I think Merceau is just insane. I have like I have a bias with Merceau. I overestimate how strong he is, because I think he's in the GOAT. I think he is the GOAT. I think Merceau is the GOAT. I think Ryoshu's up here too. I think Faust is maybe here. The lovebirds can stand together. I think Ryoshu is stronger than Ishmael. Simply because she doesn't respect her still. Are Gregor and Faust... Sorry, are Gregor and Raja weaker than Sinclair? Sinclair is like getting up there actually. It's hard to place Faust right now. We haven't seen any like recent feats from Faust. Recently, Faust has not like had any, like mainly any like crazy combat feats. So it's hard for me to rank the. But I'm gonna put these two together because they need to get a room. They're lovers, you know. But is it right to say Gregor is the weakest sinner? I think Raja is the weakest sinner. Given her performance in Time Killing Time, I think right now Raja is the weakest sinner. He does have the mark, but it's incomplete, right? His mark is only 2 out of 3. He's got like the 2 out of 3 Sharingan. Sinclair is actually Sasuke. Maybe he is stronger than these guys. Maybe Sinclair is middle of the pack. His mark did manifest two pieces. He's one off. It's an incomplete mark. But that also means like his potential's really high. Like current Limbus. His potential's really high. Hey, thank you for follow, Rick. Welcome in. I think this is like where I believe this is where I think would be is good ranking. After after being depowered and then like powering up again. Or Dante would be in the placement. I don't think Dante's very strong, like physically. I think Dante might be like, I don't think Dante can beat anything in a fight. But he just has the power of resurrection. Maybe like he does have like some good stuff, but like Superbia and what is the other one called? Whatever it's called, like they don't really do like help him combat wise. Like it might slow down time a little bit for his opponents, but it doesn't make him win. It just makes them win. It just makes the enemy win less. And Superbia like he doesn't have an ego manifested. Superbia manifests ego for one of his sinners. I think this is a solid ranking. For current Limbus, like as of currently, I think this is the power scaling. I think like someone like Ishmael became weaker after her Kanto. Like I should say, she didn't grow much from her Kanto, but I think Heathcliff grew like a ton from his Kanto. Like Heathcliff is like the highest. He is potential man. He has the highest growth out of all sinners. I feel like post Kanto. I think like Isang also grew a lot, but Isang like his baseline was pretty low. Like maybe he's currently stronger than Faust. Maybe they're like pretty equal like this. But his baseline was really low, and so him realizing his, like him flying finally is like the first step of his like growth journey. And so he's not that crazy strong. But here's pre and post. A lot of ranking changes, huh? Except for these three, the constant trio that didn't move at all. Honglu, I somehow managed to put Honglu, Ryoshu, and Merceau together for both lists. In my mind, they're all very solid, consistent hitters. At least perception-wise. Alright, the hierarchy. Let's see if we're correct. Now that it's over and done with, I would like the sinners to come gather around. Hohenheim placed the sinners in a single file before him and began. Now the regular checkup is complete. We finally have enough data to compare your pre-employment statuses to those of your current selves. Which means? Indeed, we were able to measure your pre-employment combat capabilities as well. Oh, and what are your conclusions? Allow me to preface this by saying that there isn't much significance in establishing this particular hierarchy of power on a linear scale. Like I said, you are all equally mediocre at present anyway, and... Oi! Plenty of significance, alright? Gotta know who's the big boss. Well, this is a speculation of the worst-case scenario. We must know which one of us has the most right and authority to lead the rest of the sinners, in case our executive manager becomes, due to some unknown yet inexorable circumstances, unavailable. I think, out of all sinners, maybe I'm wrong about Faust. Maybe Faust just hasn't shown her true colors yet. I think out of all sinners, in terms of like leading the sinners, I think right now, I still think Ishmael or Heath are the strongest leaders of the group. That doesn't compromise the safety of others. I think Otis's style like compromises the safety of too many sinners, which is like not good. Hey, that's... I don't listen to anyone weaker than I am. Wait, that's true. Wait, that means I'm correct about this, because I'm correct about these rankings. At least between Heath and Ryoshu. Because Ryoshu says she doesn't listen to anyone weaker than she is. But Heath was like, hey, put out your cigarette, and she did it. Like, begrudgingly. But I think that Ryoshu believes that at current state that Heathcliff and Ryoshu are, like, similar in power, if not Ryoshu being weaker, slightly. What if there was a reason I was the first one to ask to introduce myself? Oh my god! Bunzi! Bunzi, thank you so much for the 10 gifteds. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and the level 3 hype train. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Bunzi. Thank you for dropping by and gifting us. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you had a great day. There was a burgeoning interest among the sinners to see which one of them would be at the apex of this scale, where they'd be measured by their strength prior to their employment. Hey, maybe before I lost my memories, even I... Dante, don't. Dante, don't. It is interesting how every collective has a desire to get the clear picture of the pecking order. What is happening? Bunzi, thank you for another 10? Holy moly, Bunzi. Thank you so much. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't crush your dreams, Ish. I agree. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like... I wouldn't be surprised if... And... Oh my... What is happening? What is happening? Hold on. Thank you, Cat Trash, for the Prime, and Skittles Pizza for the Prime as well. I'm just a lurker that likes to give people a watch. Thank you so much, Bunzi. I appreciate it. Thank you for the level 5 hype train collectively, guys. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know, like, if I should thank more or less, but I'm very appreciative of everything that people give us here for the channel. A negative expression of this desire may even lead to juvenile behaviors amongst children. For example, stealing their colleagues' lunches for meager reasons, such as scoring higher than they did on a test. I enjoy watching you. Thank you so much. All the kind words, I appreciate it. I go back to these streams and I, like, take pictures of these sometimes. Don't tell anybody. Bunzi, thank you for another 10. Thank you for another 10? Dude, what? That's insane. Thank you so much. Thank you. For 30 total? Big ups. You are a G. Level 6 achieved. Oh, enjoy the emotes, guys. If you guys are trying to hop on, it's the time. Wow. Thank you. Oh, the Nightbot. Hey, shut up, Nightbot. We're trying to have a heartfelt moment here. Oh, boy. Okay. Where was I? You're not speaking from personal experience, are you? Thus, I believe that trying to conceal the outcome of this test from you would be quite meaningless. Each of your placements in this line are standing in significance. Sorry. Each of your placements in this line you are standing in signifies the very order you are curious to know. I do not wish to waste any breath on the subject. Let me take a drink. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. So, chat. Also, Limbus deserves more love. I agree. I 100% agree. Limbus Company is like, I don't know, man. I think if you're looking for a good story, like it's hard to beat this at this current point in time. Okay. I will say though, let me quickly just get the window capture going. Hold on. Where's the tier list? Where did I put the tier list? Yeah, I think it's hard to beat this particular game when it comes specifically to like story wise and like payoff and character progression. Like it's hard to beat this for sure. Okay, here is our rankings. Here's our pre-Limbus ranking predictions. And we shall see the order at which they appear. How close we were to coming. Okay. Okay. Yi-Sung, and then Sinclair. And then Ishmael, Heath, Raja. Oh, we were so fucking close with the first 5. Oh, we were actually so close with the first 5. Fuck, dude. Wait, Raja is stronger than Heath before? I thought that like time and experience inside of the gang would have made him a lot stronger, but I guess I kind of undersold like the power of their previous office. Oh my god, Bunzy, thank you for the subbing yourself. Wait, you gifted 30 before subbing yourself? Thank you so much. For 3 months in a row. The resubby, thank you. Okay. First 5 were pretty close on the money. I will say the order was a little off. I think I undersold Raj's strength just by the way she talks and by the way she jobs all the time. But I guess this is the pre-ranking, undeniably. Honglu is weaker than Faust. Wait, where's Gregor? Wait, where's Gregor? Gregor? Did I miss something? I mean, Roger grew up in the backstreets. That's true. That is true. Hey, Gabe, welcome in. And thank you guys for the hype train completed. Enjoyed the hype chest. Thank you to 33 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wait, did I miss Gregor? Gregor? Gregor! Honglu, Faust. So we were kind of close with our ranking as well. We put Faust here and Honglu here. Merceau, and these two are beside each other as well. Autis. Okay. In terms of, I was only really wrong by a few places on each sinner. We actually got kind of the order pretty similarly correct. In terms of actual strength output, like in terms of the placement, except for Gregor, who isn't appearing in this list, like looking at my list, everyone kind of is in the correct order pretty much. I think like someone like Autis and Don Quixote were givens, but the other ones were kind of a little wishy-washy. but we at least managed to get the basic shape correct, except for Raja. Raja was like our only mistake, I think. Really? Realistically? Okay. Then the sinners all simultaneously turned to look at the person staying in the frontmost position of the line. This has to be the longest, most awkward, most loaded silence I've ever felt in my life. Much that I wish to hold shrouded in my fathoms, yet I yearn to still convey that we are still more than meets the eye. Yet there remains a certain abundance within my heart. Perhaps the test of this day paints a picture of both my qualities. Thus spoke I, Yi-sung. Yi-sung? I'll place trust in the faith that all of you shall one day sprout wings as I have. Yi-sung, it's the other way around. Ah, yes, the line was made from my point of view. From here, the sinners wielding the oversized lance is the first one in the front of the line. Yi-sung thought he was first in line? That's so funny. Well, you said some cool words, though. We got this, right, Yi-sung? Well, 'tis quite the bashful occasion to be the center of such fervent attention of one such company. I wouldn't say fervent is the right word. Worried, maybe. I shall be vigilant. No one seemed to have any objections or doubts about who the strongest sinner was, given the earlier events. I mean, I knew Altus was the strongest, behind Dawn, for sure. On second thought, it appears to be best if we left the command to Ishmael, as we have done so far. Otis's conclusion, she realized in that moment that a chain of command based on power would put everyone underneath Don Quixote's lead. The one who, like, massacred herself at K-Corp. You guys remember that shit? Where she, like, rushed into action and then got her ass kicked in 3 seconds? At the K-Corp gates? Yeah, I was really I think, like, the story... I think that I was really close to your predictions, yeah. I think the story, like, really lends... Like, it really is a measure of how good the story is. Like, they never give us an accurate prediction about who's the strongest, or, like, what the power ranking is. But even without saying it explicitly, I think, like, the way the story is told, like, really gives you... Like, that's how good the story is, you know? Like, that I'm able to discern the strength of the sinners before they were depowered. Like, their past and their stories could give me an accurate measurement based on feats and other stuff, like where they all stacked up. I mean, that's just praise to the writing staff. Also, predictions about who would be a good leader is also close, since you said is either Heath or Ishmael. I do think Ishmael... I do think in terms of, like, effectiveness, I think, like, in the long run, in terms of getting results, I think Altus's leadership might be the best for results. But the problem is Altus is reckless in the sense that she's willing to sacrifice people for her gain. She's like Doctor from Arknights before the amnesia. And so, like, thinking about who would make a good leader, I mean, obviously this canto, or this Intervalo, proved to me that people respect Heathcliff. People respect Heathcliff, even though he was just given, like, like, his position as an assistant manager to Hohenheim doesn't really give him that much power in terms of his friend group. But this Intervalo proved to me that, like, people, even if they don't like that he yells all the time, they respect Heathcliff's, like, command. And then Ishmael also, like, I think she has the most experience working as a commander in situations of peril, because she's been on the boat for so long. Like the teamwork that is required to work on a boat, especially like a fishing boat. I don't know if you guys have like seen like those fishing boat like videos, like documentaries. It's like hell on earth to be on those, like, you know, those fishing, like those deep fishing boats that go into like the dangerous coastlines. So like Ishmael actually has the most experience, like in perilous times, to be focused on teamwork. I'll just mumble through gritted teeth. Forsooth, I am in agreement. I'm the most partial to roles as defending fixer or squire. 'Tis oft the case that such side characters enjoyed great popularity since time immemorial. Yes, Heathcliff also, like, when push comes to shove, Heathcliff is the actor, which makes him a good leader. Sad that this game has so much hate in South Korea for what amounts to no reason. Yeah, it's sad because, like, I think it's interesting, like, the way that South Korea views some of the fan service stuff. Because, like, I remember, right? I remember when What's His Face came out. That ID for Ishmael. I remember the drama that surrounded that ID for Ishmael. Hold on. For those of you who do not know, actually, it's a little bit of a history lesson, I guess. This ID for Ishmael. The ID for Ishmael, called Molar Office Fixer. When this came out, her splash art looks like this. And technically, in terms of progression of the story, in terms of, like, you know, whatever, this was the beach episode. Yeah, Molar works Ishmael. This is the beach episode. And in true beach fashion, she's wearing a swimsuit. Granted, it's not like a swimsuit that you would expect at a beach. It is most obviously a wetsuit. But it's a swimsuit nonetheless. Also, can you imagine the smell of her hair? Anyway, when this came out, South Korea had like a lot of drama because it was like not the fan service they wanted. Because she has a huge rack and, you know, she's a girl, but she's not in like a revealing swimsuit. And so the game caught under a lot of fire. And the artist for Ishmael like got fired after this too. Like, it was really unfortunate. I think it's interesting because I find this like very cute. Like, in terms of like how, like, I think this is like her cutest, like one of, if not like the cutest outfit she has. But like, people would disagree. Like, my taste in girls is like fucking Cromer, so my taste in girls is like the fucking side ponytail Faust. Okay, this is the kind of girl that I like. Okay, so maybe I'm not like the best judge of girls, but this is my type. I think she left of her own choice. Yeah, she technically did leave her own choice, but not really. Like, it's, yeah. I'll try to remember to hold this. I try to as well, but I think it's important sometimes to bring it up, you know, just to, you know, make sure that we don't repeat it. You know what I mean? Yeah, she did leave of her own volition, but like, it's a big messy situation for sure. In terms of the official statement, she did leave of her own volition, but there's not much you can do, right? Yeah, the artist that got fired the artist that got fired didn't even draw this person in the end. But it's tragic. It is pretty tragic. But she's cute. Anyway, here we go. Time for the Gregor reveal, guys. Very happy to see this discussion not coming to blows. Now, are we all ready to move on from this? She wasn't fired, she left. Yeah, she did leave, but Like, to say that she left after all the harassment she got, to say that she left of her own volition is like, you know what I mean? It's like she did leave, but it didn't have to come to that. I don't think she wanted to leave in the end. Like, not wanting to leave and leaving anyway is like, in my mind, is pretty much the same as getting fired. Wait a minute. Aren't we all forgetting something pretty important? That's just how the world works, Greg. No one remembers anyone between the first place and the last place. I haven't forgot my own placement in the order. No, I mean, fellas, I wasn't even part of the list. Oh, were you not? Who cares, mate? There's 12 of us. Some people just got fall out of the radar. Big deal. Hey, you can't just discard me like swatting away a fly. I guess somewhere around my level, probably, or Heathcliff's. Ishmael replied in a voice that had clearly lost all interest in this discussion. Ah, you're the sinner with that bizarre insectoid arm. We have no choice but to place you in the least favorite category of all researchers. Exceptions. Ugh. Ugh. Every single researcher groaned in pain. Every single researcher. Would it be funny if Faust also joined along because she thought it was like a fun thing to join? Not Faust, sorry, Don Quixote. I almost expected Don Quixote to jump in at the very end to like follow along in the lead of everyone else. They really hate that, huh? In other words, you're a unique case that can't be placed well on the list or a scale. To do so would be irresponsible. Okay, so even Ishmael also assumes that she would be the same. They would be the same strength. Oh my god, guys. I placed him there too, actually. Granted above these two, but I did so because of his arm. Oh my god. We actually cook with the list, chat. I say you carry a certain potential. Potential man. That potential, is it, does it mean that I could also be first place if all goes well? It could be the very reverse, given the definition of potential. Let not this query harrow your mind, Gregor. Your day will come. Feels funny being consoled by the guy who placed last. He's first and last place. He's like the guy. He's like the fucking guy from Bleach. What's his name? Yami? Yami whatever the fuck? Yami... Largo. Because Yami Largo is the worst Espada, but Yami Largo, once he like, he's the 10th Espada, and then once he powers up, he becomes the 0th Espada. So are they saying that he is like both the best and like the worst at the same time? Could be. I was really surprised you predicted Gregor having a lot of potential. I mean, he does, really. Because, like, his Kanto is him not getting a chance to, like, realize his potential. Like, he's like in contrast to Yisung. I think it's interesting they talk to each other there, because Yisung is last place. But in his Kanto 4, he realizes his potential. In the, what is it? The Unchanging. He realizes his potential. But however, in the Outcast is not his Kanto, really. Gregor's Kanto didn't really give him anything. Yeah, and Herman obviously gave him a really great arm. You know, and it's obviously not the only thing he has. Like, given that he also has his other identity, his other ID, the G Corp Manager Corporal. In this ID, you can see that he has both arms are sights and he has wings, but his face is still unchanged. Which means in this timeline, like, this is still him. And it's him with the same powers. I'm assuming, like, he'll be able to do this at will at some point. Because that is, like, the Limbus company story is all about, like, how do I say, like, subversion, right, of the base material. And the base material is metamorphosis. And so, like, the inversion of that idea is that he turns into something great at the end. Because the whole point of the story is that he was someone who was relied on and then became somebody who was nobody. And so, like, the obvious conclusion is that in order for him to, like, have a good ending, he must, like, metamorphosize the other way around. Wasn't the bug the idea of the guy you found in the Kanto dungeon? He was, but the guy in the dungeon had his full face changed, right? The corporal, the manager corporal in the dungeon of the first Kanto, his face was also changed, but Gregor's face is not changed. Which means in that universe where Gregor becomes the bug guy, he still holds on to his face, which means that he has a higher affinity for the G Corp research. And that his ability to control the mutation is much higher than the other guy. Because if you can't control the mutation, you become a full bug guy. But Gregor holds on to his face, which is like one of the first things to turn. No, I don't think he was the other guy in the flashback. I thought he was the guy inside the dungeon. Oh, the other face was Autis? Oh, was I misunderstood? Did I misunderstand who was who? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm incorrect then. Okay. Maybe I'm incorrect. I thought he was the other guy for some reason. After some time. Next, we must discuss the classification numbers. We've been assigning risk levels for distortions, just as we've been doing for abnormalities. The observation logs you've written for us were a great help, of course. My researchers struggled to parse the handwriting of certain sinners, Don Quixote. However, it was good data all the same. We had once a 3-hour debate over a letter. Even the bloody governess gave up trying to read out my handwriting. He grinned proudly and wiped the side of his nose. As you must all be well aware, the current system of classification numbers is rather significant oversight. Because abnormalities were created with the former L Corp, our classification system had to be lifted whole from their system. However, the criteria which the former L Corp measured risk levels was the amount of the energy they produced. As a correlation of sorts, it is often the case that the much more aggressive abnormalities produced more energy, but their destructive capabilities were not part of the criteria despite the correlation. This is why certain abnormalities were assigned relatively lower risk levels despite their potential to kill even multiple higher ranking employees. We all know who he's talking about. We all know who he's talking about. If there was an energy company at the end of the day, it makes sense their priority would be to measure the energy output. However, here, both abnormality and distortions must be suppressed via direct confrontation. Thus, the former L Corp's classification system is rather incongruent with our purposes. I once heard that someone say that there should be wary of people who drone on and on about intro. Thus, it became necessary for us to reorganize distortion risk levels and classification codes. Wow, how interesting. Those guys, so whose job is it going to be? I'm rather taken aback by the naivete which you asked that question. It's us. Sinners without the right to refuse, was it? Wait a second, aren't you just offloading your own work onto us? A privilege given to researchers. Oi, oi, don't be so ignorant, yeah? So it's all just, in order to research the distortion right, we gotta... The other way around, assistant. Ah, we gotta do research into distortion in order to solve them better. Nice! Hun's really got you wrapped around his finger, do you know that? According to the LCD's on-site investigation reasoning team leader, the progression of a distortion is much like that of a disease. Distortion detective! Dude, we're so back in Distortion Detective. Is it just Moses and Urza in the LCD team? Is there anyone else in there? The fate of an abnormality awaits the end of the distortion phenomenon, after all. When distortion progresses into an abnormality, all pre-existing individuality is erased, replaced with the totality of an abnormality. Thus, it is impossible to bring back a distortion that is already transformed into an abnormality. So, a distortion like that Time Ripper fella would eventually become an abnormality too, if left untouched? If you're referring to subject He7Pi 2001, then yes. This is simply a prediction, of course, because the particular subject isn't contained here. I cannot say with absolute certainty its progression. Oh, Urza already said. Ezra also said Vespa name. Oh. A corrective assessment. Oh, didn't Limbus come to collect the Time Ripper? We hoped we would, but T-Corp was very adamant about their claim over the entity. To the point where they refused to even sit at the negotiation table. I found their time-ripping ability quite fascinating, but sometimes I must know when to cut my losses, I suppose. Still waiting for the DD game? Yeah, dude, me too. I'm excited for that too, actually. I think more time with Moses will be really cool. Wait, so that... He's something. Is that a new classification code format? Indeed, because it's difficult to identify and observe the origin and the shape of a distortion, we decide to forego the information, instead replace them with the sin affinity and expected damage scale. So sin affinity pi must refer to, P refers to Pigritia, sloth. It appears that the classification now mimics the classification of Picatula. They do indeed follow the same thought process. If we're being technical here, I wouldn't say it mimics it. I would say more accurately to say that it, as the Picatula, are at once the origins of the distortion phenomenon and its byproducts. The affinities can be transferred one to one. What's the expected damage scale? Combat capability, I'm guessing. I remember them saying that the risk levels were determined based on the Keflin production rates, which is not the most meaningful information to us who have to fight them directly. It's a tad inconvenient to put a nebulous idea like combat capabilities to a singular numerical scale of power. Certainly entities have idiosyncrasies and variables that make such a linear measurement quite meaningless. So instead, we decided to measure the expected amount of damage that Limbus Company personnel might suffer should they engage these entities in battle. Ah! While this Time Ripper possessed very little threat against the sinners due to your idiosyncrasies, the unique nature of the weapons means they can immediately deal a nigh-fatal blow to anyone from the LCC department with a single strike. That is why this distortion was given a rather high expected damage scale of 6. Interesting. Yeah, energy tier, expected damage output, sin affinity, and then 20-1. I assume that's just like a classification, like a more like normal classification number. Okay, so VOV 5, high energy output, and also high damage output. Also, it kills the user. So Ardor Blossom Moth is a highly lethal. Because 5 is like just under 6, so Ardor Blossom Moth is just a little bit less lethal than the Time Ripper himself. Will this standard be applied to abnormalities as well? We have plans to do so, yes. Risk levels and expected damage scales will be coming before their classification codes. Speaking of which, I have something to show you all. What is it? What else other than the monolith? It's one of the highest potential values amongst Limbus Company's businesses. Thus, the development of transportation management and processing methodologies, the monolith is glowing achievement indeed. If it would be a 10 then? Guess we'll find out. The artifact by very nature possesses a great danger. Oh, wait! Wait. Are you talking about the fucking one we, great danger. But wouldn't you say that it'd be yes but danger at all times? The arbitrariness of deciding how dangerous something is comes from the degree at which it poses a risk. As you must already know, the model here is a device that can force a distortion. It is scattered throughout the city just like the golden boughs. At first, only in possession of the fingers and the syndicates of the back streets, is now being collected by companies both large and small and the nameless, like a plague. VOV 5 Irid. Yeah, that's right, including the Wrath as well. VOV 5 Ear, I guess, is the pronunciation. I mean, Time Ripper can suspend you in time and then kill you. That's for sure. We also learned that they have become rather high potential priority targets for some wings out there. As luck would have it, we managed to begin our research expedition and collection of the monoliths much larger than the others, much earlier than the others. Now we are already at the stage at which we may partake in the process and sales of these artifacts, expanding our business ventures. E-ray, yes. Sorry, ear. You could say that we nearly avoided the very unsavory fate of having to tussle with the wings for possession of these artifacts, because we may have had confronted the wings directly were that the case. Yeah, every company is trying to get monoliths, huh? That can distort people. Asking out of pure curiosity here, what would happen if we were assigned a city threat level? Ishi, how about we don't ask questions we didn't want to find the answers out to? I mean, what if we, due to some contractual shenanigans, end up going against the associations? Are we gonna get a fixer level too? Seems a question worth entertaining to me. I wonder how Autos feels right now, actually. Given that she is not only not the strongest, but also, like, not the most fit to lead this group, even though, like, in previous times, she probably was, like, one of the strongest people, and also, like, highly respected, and also, like, the leader amongst, like, many subdivisions during the Smoke War as well. I wonder how it feels to be Autos at this very moment, like, being, like, middle of the pack, basically. Let's see, from Kennard to the star of the city, I suppose your assignment will be somewhere beneath Urban Plague and Urban Nightmare. Urban Nightmare mentioned! Urban Nightmare mentioned? Not SOC yet, are we? It sounds like you wanted to be given a threat level. It is true that you, amongst first sight, due to your revival powers and potential of the identity technology, may appear to pose a rather troublesome threat. However, you have a very obvious weakness. Yeah, that stupid clock guy in the back. Indeed. All of our advantages will be moot upon the manager's death. Hohenheim slowly turned around to look at me, prompting Faust the other sinners to follow suit. What if we protected them, though? Chat, I just realized I've been giving Sinclair a stutter this whole time. But I think throughout this entire Intervalo, he's only stuttered one time. I've been giving him a stutter because he has one, but ever since getting here, he hasn't stuttered like basically at all. And he even stuttered last Canto too. So like something like changed, you know, between the beginning of Canto 7 and now, like to a big degree. We don't need to go so far back in time to discuss the incidents with the fixer Siegfried or Big Brother Ricardo I read from your reports. Should the third sinner seek to attack the manager with her full might, I truly believe the rest of you would be enough to protect them. No, the flow of this world is that the manager will be preserved. There is no such thing that may come to pass. That's enough, Hohenheim. Any further divulgence, and Faust will open a disciplinary committee to discuss this consequence of your careless words? Not there yet, are we? Very well. Whatever is the case, you do have the potential to become a Star of the City threat at some time with the future. He knows it. We know it. Guys. I think we can be more than Star of the City. But do remember that it would be best if you could avoid the unfortunate designation. And please, don't forget that that is only true as long as you have Limbus Company's backing. Really puts into perspective like how fucking trash we are. The final checkup. My man is a power scaler. He is. He really is. Who do we bring inside? Let's see. Suppress the dungeon boss. 2 things to do it. Let's run a good old bleed team. Why not? Just kidding. We can't use bleed Faust. So, I mean... It's actually fine if we use this team. This team is actually perfect. We just can't use Ring Sinclair. Ring Yisung. I think that's fine. I think it's okay to not use Ring Yisung. Not that like we have like that many characters to use anyway, right? We have a full team. We can make a full team with these 6. Okay, so against Ricardo, Faust was the only one who suggested Dante to the low tier god himself. But Hohenheim states that it's straight up not an option. It is not an option, yeah. I think it's a different perspective, right? Hey, good to see you, June. Welcome in. I think Faust is saying that from the point of view of the Gesellschaft. But I think Hohenheim is speaking purely from, like, the perspective of a person with, you know, who sees more than just, like, what the AI spews out. At this point in time, at that point in time, Faust was still very much so, like, you know, like, this is a good comparison. You know the Overlord AI from Psychopaths? Like, at that point in time, like, Faust is only following the orders of that Overlord AI. And, like, I think it is possible. I think the AI told her that it's possible. And that it might be, like, their best chance. Like, for the highest degree of outcome, but...
기다려라, 거태. 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
Yeah, but if they stay within the company's plans, Dante will never die. We're almost done with the regular checkup. Finally, we have a chance for you to overcome an adversity based on what you've learned thus far. And for me to prove my hypothesis. What are you talking about? No need to worry, my hypothesis has never been wrong. Most of the time. This experiment is entirely of my own design and supervision. And will faithfully follow my own pure curiosities and instincts as a researcher. Guys, please let this be a normal field trip. With the frizz? No way, dude. I see this monolith here. Yep, I do. That's a monolith, alright, but... don't worry, my researchers will be the one to activate the device. Activate the artifact? Not on you, relax. I understand that none of you will be willing to participate in this experiment. I swear, if you're gonna force us to distort, saying that we have no right to refuse or something, I'm gonna distort. I'm gonna distort. Hang on. Can't let you do that, even as your assistant. But if you must, we are willing to send the weakest in amongst us for... I forget what I said. That was foolish of me to say. I will be the subject of experiment myself. You're gonna distort yourself? Am I hearing you right? Aren't you curious to see what kind of distortion you'll end up becoming? I'm sure this is a question you've all entertained at least once. Nah, I ain't curious. But it ain't a very pleasant experience either. Stop gritting your teeth like that, assistant. You'll have an adverse effect on your long-term dental health. What if you end up turning into a picatulum? You can end up becoming a picatulum just like another one of the fodder we slaughtered along the way. You're risking that? It is indeed a possibility. It would signify nothing more than my very own limitations. Is he saying that he's going to... He's limit testing because he thinks he's better. He's like, I won't become a picatulum. And if I do, then I must have sucked anyway, so it's whatever. Just a mediocre shell. If such an incident comes to pass, these employees will transform me to a containment unit. We even made a bet on what kind of picatulum I'd turn into. He bet on Goulet, Ana Individuae, and her on Pigricia. But how could you? Think about it like this. If I become a picatula, I'd be akin to losing at a game of chance. He's a dude, he's just like me for real. He's in it for the gotcha. Of course, what counts as a loss may depend on what I, at a precise time, consider to be losing, but the mere fact that turning into picatulum relieves me of my value in life. I'd say he was being too hard on himself, but it felt like too simple an expression to describe his tone. The company would most likely attempt to transform me to a containment unit. But I disagree with that decision. I would like you to dispose of me on the spot. If I distort, then I'm goated. If I don't, then I'm goated. If I don't, then I'm ass. Yeah, exactly. I feel this guy on a personal level. I'm well aware that I'm not the kind of congenial person who earns others' favors at first meeting. If at all. I also don't believe that our brief relationship has been the most amicable kind. Therefore, I see little reason why you would hesitate to cut me down. Of course, sinners with gentle hearts like yours, young Sinclair, may express certain distaste against this decision. But once I become Picatula, it may as well mean that Hohenheim, the entity, has ceased to be. So I hope that no unnecessary emotions like guilt cloud your judgment in killing the Picatula, a mere byproduct. I don't think Faust likes this either, guys. But what if something unexpected happens? Guys, I'm hoping... Please, guys. I like him, guys. I want him to manifest. I want him to effervescent, man. I want him to manifest ego so bad. I want him to distort and we'll beat his ass and then he'll manifest ego. He's a true scientist, man. Using himself as a test subject. Tell me your life here. Don't you have any manuals with backup plans or... This is a very simple matter. Nothing more than a coin flip, heads or tails. How high's your sanity, man? How high is your sanity, man? Let's please say 45. It appears you still insist on your absurd 50-50 theory. I'm a researcher who wishes to humiliate the field of mathematical statistics. Unlike the general lay of the academia, I believe there's a certain romanticism to research. It is so much more exciting to run as many tests and gain as many samples as we can than be stuck behind a desk poring day or night over books and papers, isn't it? If it is tails, then you may dispose of me immediately, and the employees here will take care of the rest. Don't forget to destroy the key inside the coat pocket that files inside my cabinet, for example. The porn that I have. Yes, we remember. If I were to successfully distort, we'll be halfway to success. For the first time, I'm feeling quite envy of all of you. I wish I could be a witness to my very own distortion. Huh? If you've been paying close attention to my lectures, perhaps you even come up with a classification code for my distortion too. I'm going by the standard we have discussed earlier. Not that I have a very high expectation than you would. I've recently come to the realization that people nodding along with my words is not a signifier of comprehension, but instead expression of societal niceties. Nods. The manager here will open the entrance to my dungeon of the Fathoms, and you will progress through the mirror dungeon, as you've always done when facing a distortion, to reach into the deepest fathoms to reach my distortion once again. I wish you the best of luck in my suppression. Hexasection. Hexasection! Yeah! Better, not as good as pentasection, guys. And once you've made it that far, it's likely you'll find me unconscious, or, if luck would have it, conscious. Unconscious? Are you sure this is safe? A degree by case variance is to be expected. It may take some time for a full recovery, but it will happen should you succeed. That reminds me, that's how bamboo-headed Kim was brought back as well. Cuts back to the part you call him a little bitch. Dude! Listen, guys. If Project Moon is good at anything, it is fantastic at giving me the worst character ever and somehow winning me over in the end. Bamboo-headed Kim, he recovered? He recovered! He's safely within our facilities. It seems we're ready to activate the monolith. I'm confident that even I, as a distortion, will be quite an exceptional specimen. Hang on, just like that? You're not a Pikachu. Indeed, and I can still hear them. Oh my god! Let's fucking go! Yes, I remember. I still do. I know he'll be back, but gosh, that's pretty unnerving. The manager will bring him back no matter what. Sure sounds like the dependable sort. This manager of yours, very well. Please, take a look at this. He read his tips or something? He says all you have to do is read what's on the note in front of the distortion. Apparently it's some kind of code. He looks so cool, yeah. It's just mirrored my eyes hurt. I mean, he is kind of sparkly. I don't think you hear anything but noise from me. Can you read this, Merceau? Dude. You know he's clocked as sinners. Merceau is by far the best candidate to do this. You know when you give Merceau an order, rain or shine, night or day, fucking Piano Man can appear in the city again. And Merceau will still get it done. The world will end and Merceau will never fail his directive. Merceau nodded, then began to read the words from the note aloud. Lobotomy Corporation, 5 minutes. Potentiality. Anticipation. Right hand. The moment Merceau uttered them, the all too familiar portal began to appear through Hohenheim's distortion, as though they were a key to the door. Scattering shards of familiar yet alien sights appeared intermittently beyond the shimmering veil. Hohenheim has already entered the portal as we stood there gawking, but we could still hear his voice echoing through the laboratory. I suppose I'll be forced to share my past here. The past I never wanted to share. The past no one cares to learn about. Lobotomy Corporation is part of his past? 5 minutes? Potentiality, anticipation, right hand. Yo, what? So he's a nugget. That's what I think too. Blade Merceau is the best Blade lineage ID because he's been ordered to be the best. It is something I must endure for the sake of this experiment. However, I didn't expose every little detail of it. Whoa, his distortion. Whose wing is this? It's all in the past now anyway, isn't it? He's part of one of the lower wings, huh? Do. Only one floor, nice. Okay. It's only one floor. I'm gonna take a quick leakers. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back in like a little minute here. Nope, that's not the right text. That's the right text. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. I was just making sure we're all set. I was gonna say we can... It seems pretty short, so I think we're okay just to go with it. Luckily, we brought, you know, a lot of red. Rehydrate. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here we go, guys. The dungeon. We're at the start point of the Dungeon of Fathoms. Oh shit, I pressed skip by accident. We found ourselves in a room that appears to be workshops of ego gears. If you score below 100% synchronization rate in the aptitude test, take only a single ego from here. An ominous warning sign greets us all, and the same word repeats ceaselessly from the speaker. The sinners will all go take a look, enticed by the sign telling us that we can pick ego gears from here, but what we find here are ego gifts. Aren't these ego gifts? These are them gifts or something, right? These are them gifts or something, right? It appears that egos are manifest here in the shape of ego gifts. Can't we just take them all? That's probably Gregor? This is Dungeon of Fathoms. This differs from usual mirror dungeons. It's highly advisable that its rules are followed. What should we do? Gain burn, gain rupture. Of course I didn't. Okay, fine. I guess I'm gaining a keyword. I guess I'm gaining a random keywordless ego then, guys. Thanks. My bad. Sorry. I should have known. I should have known this was a rupture dungeon. Illusory hunt, not bad actually. But it's Wrath. It's Wrath. Dude, this would be so good for. Oh, it would be so good for. Actually, they're right. They're completely correct.
개체 유형.
Does me want to play Limbus again, dude? Do it right now. So good. Huh? L-Corp branch. It is the control team. What's going on with them? Good, it appears I can censor these with my own will. At least to a degree. Wait, he's still talking to me here. How's this possible? How's this possible that he's still, Wait, if this is the control, this is Malkuth's wing then, right? I am telling you right now, fantastic. This is Malkuth's wing. And so, I guess he's like part of, he's an early nugget that survived. Wait, he's part of Malkuth's wing and he survived until the very end? Your mission is to classify my distortion, reach the end of the Dungeon of Fathoms and bring me back. Your mission, however, does not involve digging into my past. This is... Even as a distortion, he's a yapper. Yeah, dude, this guy won't stop talking. It appears that we have a passing familiarity with this place. You, us. What is it that they seek to convey? I don't believe any level of proper communication will be feasible, given that you're a Dungeon of Fathoms. Well, then do something about it. I regret to tell you that the setting of this dungeon is out of my hands. Had it been up to me, I would have manifested a place that's much more fascinating than this. Like the library. Be able to have every book in existence. You used to work for the Lobotomy Corporation? One of my past careers, yes. Us. Diplomacy does not seem to be an option here. The censored people brand next to weapons threateningly and stood in our path. It can't be helped. Get ready for a fight. Dude, he talks so much in Distortion. Ruina mentioned.
저거다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
Are these all Rupture Lantern guys? Every single one of them, huh? I mean, this is Lobotomy Corporation gear though. Whose gear is this? Is this Poday's gear? Whose gear is this? Press win rate, guys. It is Meat Lantern. Okay, I thought so. I thought it was Meat Lantern as well at the beginning, but these are Lobotomy Corporation guys. I thought they would be different. Is Meat Lantern from... Oh no, it is from Lobotomy Corporation. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? I completely just erased that from my memory. Did someone call for extra beef? Yeah. This is the Meat Lantern, they're wearing the Meat Lantern gear. The weapon, the lantern weapon as well as the lantern suit. Are they wearing the lantern accessory as well? They're not wearing the teeth that come with it. I don't think. They're just wearing the armor, the suit, and the weapon. Casual little 32-piece chicken nugget. La Shangre. Russian guy barely talks when we had Honam here spitting like crazy. Yeah, dude took all the dialogue budget.
실밥이 터졌나?
Off of everybody.
기원을 갖춘 네
That is so funny, dude.
그대로 무너져라.
Okay, cool. Sick, man. Very sick. Okay, top and bottom. Let's do top again. Let's do top. This time we did bottom last time. We came across a group of researchers passionately poring over various documents, having a debate about two subjects: emotions and flames. Regular flames don't seem to hurt the abnormalities very much, so why does this work, I wonder? Perhaps a greater degree of wrathful emotions opens up the room for fire's heat to touch the abnormalities and distortions, both entities of the unknown. They must have noticed us listening to the conversation intently, as one of them approached with a glint in their eyes. Are you the samples who agreed to this experiment? If so, try this on. In the researcher's hand, what looked like an ignition plug or a testing machine of sorts. We are the samples, yes. We have Wrath Lust advantage, guys. It's fine. You know what? You deserve a spot in the limelight. You deserve it, man. I think you do. Actually, you know what? We'll give it to Potential Man. No, you know what? We'll give it to Aldous. Yep, nice. It fits perfectly for you. Take it with you. Reignition plug gained.
당연히 내가 1등 스코어지.
I knew I'd be coming first. Of course you would be. This is so useless to me, guys. I'm sorry. All of these gifts are so useless to me. But that's what I get for not leveling up my burn team. I'm sorry. I'll do better, guys. I'll level my burn team. I'll level the association. So, do we know how this guy's actual distorted? He doesn't sound very different from his usual self. The sanity degradation due to a distortion affects every subject differently. I mean, yeah, but censoring his own fathoms? But Hohenheim, you're in a dungeon of fathoms. We'll see through it with Dante's power, whether you want to show it to us or not. You make a fair assessment. How about this, then? If you want to see them anyway, allow me to save you the trouble and give you a quick rundown instead. Come visit me as soon as you finish watching my tale. This tale oh my god! We're getting I wish you really distorted, man. I wish you actually distorted. We're getting a lore dump in the middle of his dungeon? Like, from him. Yes, I had a personal laboratory all to myself. One of the few perks of being a lead researcher. This guy's just telling the story however he wants, isn't he? Hohenheim. Mr. Hohenheim. Dude, look at him! In Malkuth's team? Let me think, I don't quite remember what he looks like. Something like this, perhaps. I can't tell who that is. Is that... He's also part of Malkuth's team. That's just a random guy, then. I thought he might have been one of the Sapphira, but if he's part of Malkuth's team, then it's just a random guy. Whatever the case is, I was planning to censor his appearance anyway. Hey, I want to talk to you about something. Stop, are you expressing your displeasure with me? The what now? If you are, then please let me know from the get-go. I had a feeling about time this would happen. 3 months. Not a bad record for working without a workplace incident. Oh, if this is about quitting, then find a much better audience among the human resources team. No, I mean, I'm just here to thank you, man. For picking me, some dude in the backstreets to work here. I heard it was you who made the hiring decision. Oh. Is that why also? So he has like a... I guess he has like a... He's partial to this kind of person, huh? Which is why he also chose Heathcliff as his assistant. Because Heathcliff reminded me of this guy, probably. I don't know how to put this, but you're the only one who saw my... What's the word? Yeah, my potentiality. You saw something that no one cared about to look into before, you know what I mean? They talk the same, too. They also do this, like, you know, like a rewording thing. But it had nothing to do with something so grandiose like his potentiality. A wing does not hire people from the back streets of something so insignificant. While this information was never made publicly available, Lobotomy's corporation's primary criterion was trauma. Candidates with horrible, insurmountable trauma were often favored by the company. And in an indirect way, it was only natural that we'd favor candidates who originated from the back streets. Your greetings are acknowledged, Jimmy. Now feel free to leave my office. I ain't Jimmy. Anyways, I mean to ask you, Mr. Hohenheim, why do you enjoy always being alone? It may come as a surprise to you, but I'm very adept at spending my time on my own. It is one of the hundreds of distinguishing features that set me apart from ordinary men. In terms of composition, he is built differently, bros. Say, don't you need someone to like your royal right-hand man? My right hand is doing just fine, actually. Thank you very much. He don't need nobody to give him a reach around. Do you believe in potentialities, Mr. Hohenheim? What an unrelenting, stubborn employee he was, even in hindsight. Thanks to you, I do. I've been thinking. If I keep at it, one day I might just find myself living in a large nest, change my world little by little. Kind of like how a thing like me managed to snag a position here in Lobotomy Corporation. So I'm thinking here, what if I want to stick around in your circle? To bring about such drastic change in one's life is in the realm of feasibility for an exceptional researcher like myself indeed. But you are, like most of the rabble, painfully average in most qualities and therefore unlikely to be the moving force in that change. I have no faith in universal things like potentiality. I have no faith in myself I have faith in myself and myself alone. Besides, I'm not very partial to mathematics statistics. So I would like to keep both my right and left hands as my own. Have a good day. He's such a dick, dude. He's such a dick, guys. Okay, cool. Let's see. You want to know something about me? I'm the kind of guy who doesn't really think about things. Acting before deliberation, you get me? Thoughtless and careless. Possibly the only merit to be found in those who originate from the back streets. Or was that a thinly veiled threat of physical assault? No, I'm talking about the new abdo that just got shipped in here. It's a tricky one to manage, I'll tell you that. It reads your mind, screwing up all kinds of strategies and whatever. It reads your mind, therefore, it can't counter me because I don't think. Want to shoot for the Department of the Year award together? It's me rather skilled in the art of transactions. One of the few merits found in these who originate in the back streets. I'll admit I was supposed to be overcome by a certain ennui back then. And in hindsight, it was foolish of me to engage in such inane conversations. Perhaps this time is I whom they wish to truly hurt. Dude, this is crazy. This is insane. I didn't think we were gonna get Lobotomy Corporation lore here, of all places. I don't have the stacks for Seer Skullbasher yet. But this will do. This will do, pig. This will do. Wait, this is actually really interesting because, like, is this the first? This is not the first time though, right? Because Yuri was also from Lobotomy Corporation as well. But he had his own office there too. Like, he was a top dog, kind of, in Malkuth's team.
어? 방금 좀
And he was wearing an M, like it wasn't just like the control team, it was Malkuth's control
바로
team.
적을 다 밀어버리는 놈이 있었지.
Like specifically, it was from the game Lobotomy Corporation, not like one of the side, not one of the side wings or the side factories.
그래. 결국 마지막까지 서 있는
It was
놈이
in the
이길
factory.
거라니까. 잘 들어. 아픈 거 생각하지 말고.
So he's kind of a big deal, guys.
그럼 공격이 더 매서워지거든.
Kind of a big deal. It's finally here, the Bottom of the Year award. Indeed, I've finally done it. With some minor assistance from you, of course, and some other employees. Ah, come on, admit it. You notice that a lot more employees are saying hello, good morning, and what have you to you in the hallways compared to when your reputation was a bit, you know? It's all because I'm just a good right-hand man. I will admit, your intuition and spontaneous eye was of some assistance when it came to identifying certain observations among abnormalities. Except Yuri got shafted by being as a feather of a fallen wing, and Hohenheim got saved by plot relevance to Faust. It's amazing. This is the potentiality I'm talking about, man. Oh, he's the fucking Jesse Pinkman. Same thing you saw in me when you decided to get me on board. Apologies for ruining the moment, but next few years quickly and busily flew by without much trouble. Of course, we picked up ourselves a few more Department of the Year awards, some promotions, and some collaborative research. Yet all things must come to an end. The infamous fall of the Lobotomy Corporation, for one. You left us. So I don't suppose you have any trouble hazarding what they're telling me, even as the words come out fragmented. You left us. Nothing but words of endless resentment. You left us behind. Most likely not the main Lobotomy Corporation, since they don't hire new employees. Oh, that's right. The fall of the former L Corp. Remember what your Miss Yuri told us. The site crumbled in an instant, dropping the employees in there with the abnormalities. The first trumpet! Got out of the first trumpet play a little bit, guys. This brings me back. What a nostalgic sound. Is he gonna play this first part on loop? Okay, it does play the whole song, nice. What is that sound? The whole structure's quaking. What the hell is this? Initiating site burial in 100 seconds. Any remaining employees must immediately evacuate the structure. Counting down. 95, 94. The escape pods at the surface are here. There's only one seat left. They're saying that the next one's in 5 minutes. Listen closely. At the risk of sounding rather callous, I must inform you that the chance of survival in cases of crises such as this is usually granted only to a very small minority of those affected. Some who prioritize the fairness of the process may settle in primitive methods such as drawing lots to see who gets this escape. Dude, that's a low blow, man. That's a low blow. He's talking about the other guys. The clay guys, man. And in more barbaric groups, the survivors would be decided by none other than the rule of might. However, I'm glad to find myself among those who are on the side of intelligence. So I made this argument a suggestion before you. Compare yourselves whose sole final purpose in life is clinging to your mediocre office jobs. Sorry, the main part of the theme played. It's such a good theme, man. And me, who has produced several groundbreaking apocal theses, epical theses and research results at such an early age, whose life in your eyes is of greater worth. Yes, and that is how the tale ends. The compound collapsed 90 seconds later. I left the employees of my department behind and boarded the escape pod elevator and escaped. How could you? Without even a hint of remorse? Wrath is a hideous emotion. I'm here today only because I've always maintained a cold, rational head. The Elcor branch within Hohenheim's Dungeon of Fathoms begins to crumble. It almost appeared as though his heart was crumbling as well. Well, now that it's over and done with, I invite you to come face me, the Distortion, and the experiment will come to an end. But just fighting and defeating the Distortion in the fight, I don't think that'll bring him back, I just know it. I agree. We're still in deep waters here. This can't possibly be all there is to it. Oh my god, guys. There's more? Please. Hohenheim's Fathoms. Oh, it's Fairy King. So top line gives you burn, bottom line gives you rupture, it seems. We see the Fey Lantern. A cyan-hued fairy flutters towards the wiry, ancient branches of the tree. Softly lands on one of them. Let's see. It's a little unknown, buddy. Speaking of, here's a pop quiz. What ego gift can you get from the Fey Lantern? I guess Midwinter Nightmare or Concavity. I'll be honest, I don't need either of these. I don't need either of these. Take this with you. Okay, Twigs. Okay. All right. Here, pick up the up one, cause the bottom one. Oh, did it actually matter? Sorry, I didn't read that part. Did it actually matter? That's so funny. Readers? Any readers in the chat? Only you guys, actually. When I stream Limbus Company, I'm not a reader anymore. All I do is press win rate. I'm no better than anyone else. Go up in the next stage if you love the city you live in. I hate the city I lived in. If you pick the bottom one, you wouldn't get anything? Okay, cool. Sick. Well, I'm glad I picked up one then. Not that it would give me that much of an advantage anyway. I hate the city I live in. Dude, rhinos are crazy, man. Oh, I pressed win. I shouldn't have done that. I wasted a turn. I wasted a turn. Okay, I love the city. I like the city I live in, okay? I love the city I live in, so I'll go up. Do you love the city you live in? Warning, 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 warning. If you go up to the last fork, you'll be able to heal all sinners before the... Oh, is that true? Okay, cool. Nice. Can I just say... Can I say, guys? Picatulum, Morostasis? Wood. I don't know if you guys would, but I would. Well, I guess some of these I should be taking top path anyway, or should I bottom path anyway, because some of my sinners do have rupture stuff. Because the two blood fiends have rupture as part of their kit, like albeit very minutely. It's still something, right? The unforgivable sin. Wood is crazy. I just think, you know, like a lot of people say wood, and it's like the sexiest person ever. Like when I say wood, I mean it. Like I'm freaky. You know what I mean? I'll make you a new dress. Oh, I don't have sewing target on them. Whoops. I don't have sewing target on this guy. Me when I don't read my abilities. It's okay. Yuri McCullough will take them out.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹고. 그래.
Dude,
그렇게 황홀히 피어나.
Cromer as the, you know, the
피어나라.
thing. Dude is the Aeon of propagation. I mean, I probably would be.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지.
He's still alive? Oh my god. Thank god, by the way. If this cascading gloom hit my whole team, I would be so pissed. I forgot that Rhino gives Tremor.
에이, 저것들 너덜너덜하잖아. 일단 정신 못 차리는 놈 죄인인가?
Okay, cool. Me with 3 magic bullets to my name. I could kill Aldous, right? If I use magic bullet again, hit 7, then use it again to kill myself. Is there a conditional? What's the EX conditional? I don't want to, like, you know. Is it just to kill the boss? Because if it's just to kill the boss, maybe I'll do it.
고귀하게.
잘 들어. 아픈 거 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해. 그럼 공격이 더 매서워지거든.
Oh, ouch.
따뜻한 피.
Can someone roll higher than a 15, please? Oh, I got it from Yellow Pikachu. I'm trolling. Yeah, that was what confused me, because I thought it only gave bleed. I used him in this team because it gives bleed count. So I was like, did I get rupture from something else? Turns out it was correct.
고귀하게.
아픈 거 생각하지 말고 저 새끼 죽은 다음만 생각해.
It's just kill the boss. Okay, nice. I can just start using some kill myself IDs. We have a few kill myself IDs in the back pocket.
목적이 있었지.
Bomb. Cool, sick. This festival will end. Stagger. Oh, he's gonna die. Because we have Rhino Ram coming up next. Nice. Sick. Very sick, very cool, very pog. At the end of the hallway, a group of researchers is having a discussion in front of an unnaturally dark place. Noticing our presence, their face lightens up as they approach us. Please, will you investigate this area ahead of us? We'll help with the best of our ability should you accept. Heal all allies, run in pride and ego check. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, well, why not? I love the city I live in, guys. I love the city I live in. Take this with you. Help your investigations. After handing us the gear, the researchers walked up to the sinners and began examining them. And once they finished, the sinners were all tip-top shape again. Not gonna lie, Burn is becoming a KMC team now that with the Magic Bullet Ego and ID and the new Faust ID. I'm ready for Burn to pop off very soon. I mean, definitely in Ryoshu's arc for sure. Regular operational gear. Limbus company IDs, skill 2 gains offense level 1 and deals more damage. Skill 3 gains offense level 2, deals 30% more damage. If there are 4 or more Limbus company IDs among the backup units. Oh, that is so funny. I don't have that, but you know. That would be very cute. We have 2? We only have 2. We have 3. No, we don't have... We have 2. We have 2. We have 2 Limbus company IDs. The rest of them are from different teams.
개체 유형 확인.
So, I mean, we're not even close. We arrived at the entrance to Hohenheim's laboratory. This may be my final order to you. Either suppress me and return safe and sound to where you came from, or fail the suppression. Place me in a containment unit, and perhaps we can observe what happens next. That's when he clips on his throat to forward. Either they're being carried by three while Perk is like exclusive IDs and he goes, yeah, I'd be like that. Hohenheim, you still believe in that potentiality? I do. That's what keeps me going. We hire research from the backstreets, don't you? I heard from them earlier. They told me you're a real pompous bloke. But thanks to you, they can continue to research and believe that there might be things in the world that are worth looking forward to. If this is a Heathcliff Intervalo, that's crazy. Heathcliff stock's going up and up and up, man. Dismantle, compression. Final power for every poise on self, max 3. Inflicts tremor. Final power for every poison, inflicts tremor. Potency, hit after clash, win, inflicts tremor count, triggers tremor burst, and then reduces target's tremor count by 1. Tremor ID. Dude, he's sick looking. He's bound by all like the hands of like the people that he's left right behind. He's dancing to the music, guys. Every time the beat plays, he changes folds in his body. Do I have a... I don't have a... Okay, 5 is good enough. Okay, we're good. It was just a fluke, you know, guys. My friend who started Limbus company only got burn IDs with swing when Walpurgis came along. Yeah, I'd be like that. Fun fact, look up. Look up. Okay, I'll look up after this.
로신한테 꿈에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고!
Let's go. 34 damage. It did. Nice. Okay. Look up. What the hell is this? Who the fuck are you, man? Come back, come back, come back. Oh my god. Let's see. We're thorns down, we're hard-blooded up. Our guys are stonking. Any new skills? We have a new skill. Conduct analysis. At 10 plus poise. He has 10 poise. Consumes poise to gain final power 2 for every 3 poise. Okay, so he's gonna clap my cheeks. So he's gonna clap my cheeks. Let's offset these guys. Okay, cool. Spiderhead.
Up.
The unforgivable sin. Cool, sick. Ouch. Could be worse though.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고.
So he gains a shield every turn. Any passives? You're gonna apply subject of observation on all enemies. When gaining poise, then gain poison potency and count equal to the number of units with the thing. Apply it against enemies without the subject. For every 10 on the target, it inflicts 1 more tremor. But I can't get rid of this though. On turn 3, gains a new pattern and prepares a powerful skill. The above effect activates when it has 30 more poise in turn end. If this unit did not take any HP damage during the preparation period before using the powerful skill, greatly enhances. Okay, so we need to break the shield every time it appears. The other ones I can't really do much about. It just kind of like exists. Shield takes more damage from rupture. If the unit has burn, loses shield's HP based on the burn amount. So burn and rupture is good against this guy's shield. Shield gains due to the effect is destroyed for the rest of the turn, gains 1 defense level down for every instance a shield has been destroyed, max 5. So we destroyed 1 shield. Cool, okay. I mean, so a lot of the stuff is not really interactable with, you know? You can't really do much against that shield in general. Let's just wail on him then. So until we can break it. If we don't break it, we're in trouble, right? We should be able to with all cylinders, like firing on cylinders. Should be fine. We have rupture count on this guy, so it should be okay. I shall impale. They shooting burns so damn hard, knowing damn well they ain't releasing one until Ryoshu's cancel. It's so true. This is a powerful skill. Trigger Extinction Sequence. Consumes half potency and count on self. Gains the sum of potency consumed to final power, max 20. Deals some consumed final power max HP. If this some consumed plus potency counts more damage on critical hits, clash loser loses remaining poise count by half. Okay, so we have to beat him in this clash. If the user took no damage last turn, guarantees a crit. It deals 8% less damage. Okay, so we're fine then, because we broke his shield last encounter. So he won't be killing us this time. I think we still just wail on him then. Is he close to stagger? He doesn't have any... I can't see his thresholds. Oh, he's not even close. He's not even close to stagger. But this will do 80% less damage. I think we can just take it on the nose. I mean, Gregor's gonna, you know... gonna stagger, but it's whatever. He'll stagger regardless. So we should be okay. We should be okay just to wail on him here. And we just need to beat him in the clash. I think we're gonna guarantee a clash win. Let's guarantee a clash win with, he has a little bit of shield left. Do we have rupture? Bleed. We have tremor, sinking, binds, burn. We have burn. That's something. No. I guess we can use the Force and the Flames to break the thing. Okay, sure, why not? This is fine. I mean, ideally this is 0 damage if I win, right? Because it does less damage. The final power gets set to 0 before he consumes. He loses half his count for losing clash, and then does 80% less damage. Oh, it still kind of hurts, actually. Although it did hit every single sinner, so 100 across all 5 sinners. All 6 sinners is not that much. 20 damage each. Something like you see, manager. Save for a part that were censored. I can feel nothing from your view. Maybe irreprehensible from a moral standpoint, but why would anyone ever look in the perspective manager? Red Eyes solos this boss. Makes sense, yeah. What should I tell him? What is Hohenheim trying to hide from us? Weakens the poise passive adaptation for this encounter. Weakens the shield passive defense mechanism. Weakens the SP passive confirmation bias. What if you do feel like what you did was wrong? I mean, this what makes it so like he won't do any damage, right? No crits, no nothing. The shield is kind of annoying too, though. I think the shield is annoying. I think we kind of have to... I think breaking the shield would be best. Running away, an interesting point. Allow me to retort. My choice is not to run away. To deny and evade what happened is a pathological choice, isn't it? I'm very well aware that the only way to solve a problem is to face it head on. Which is why another aspect of myself that sets me apart from common men. Okay, yada yada. Whatever, man. Whatever. I admit it was not entirely mature of me to censor so much of my fathoms. Of course, this does not mean that I will now remove the censored memories. My ego is not so feeble as to be shaken by a few words. So now his shield is like half the shield it used to be. Because the thing is, right? The hard part about dealing damage to him is that he would eat through a shield first. And if we can just... And if we can simply just make it so that his shield doesn't exist, then we're on a good, you know... He has oh my god. Oh my god, he has 40... He has 47 bleed across 2 counts. I gotta keep it up, maybe. Maybe I do use Yuri Merkala early to inflict some bleed. Did not mean to do that, sorry. Maybe I do use it to deflect some bleed. Nah, I gotta win the clash. I gotta win the clash. Okay, dominating. Hopeless. Hopeless. Struggling. Let's use a few egos then, guys. Let's use a few egos. Let's use Chain of Others. And we'll use also... I wish I could also use... Let's use Hex Nail. And then we'll swing into these guys as well. My boy the goat. My boy the absolute goat. Let's go.
그저 하염없이 모든 피를 먹어왔고. 그래, 그렇게 황홀히 피어나고 피어나고 피어나라.
Big bleed moment. Bada bing. It's only to apply the bleed and bleed count. Just kidding.
자, 테디, 나를 따라해 보는 거야. 짜잔.
짜잔. Cute. We're close. We're close.
뭐야?
We're close to
파이팅이다.
to crack him open. Let's use this last one as well. Let's use Red Eyes. Let's use Burn actually. Let's use the Burn. We'll have full Lust Resonance. This applies some Burn for next turn as well, reduces his shield strength. Loshare. precision should break his shield. There it is. Not bad. 10. I shall impale. Good heals, good heals. Yeah, with the having both the princess and Don Quixote manager on the team makes our heals like insane.
뭐야?
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
파이팅이다.
Okay. Oh shit. Sorry. Okay, let's see. We just have to break shield here. This is just a damage round to break shield, and we'll be okay.
대가리 딱 떼도록. 다류 산초 경열 80. 갈라지도록.
Since they gave Nebulizer an ego gift outside of Limbus, Mirror Dungeon, when can we expect Glimpse of Flame outside of Mirror Dungeon for burn? You have to wait for like 2 more chapters, I think. You have to wait for Ryoshu's chapter, I believe. Do we... Oh, do we stagger him? Nice. He's dead. He's so cooked.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 배로 두드려 패.
He is so cooked. Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. It's just that easy. Okay, that was like no problem at all, actually. Let's keep pause the surface here. There's only 1 seat left. So the next one's in 5 minutes. Look, I don't actually believe you hired me because you saw my potential or something like that. But I want to believe that you found the hope and potentialities because of me. A hope. An anticipation that we make things better as long as we keep at it. I can't leave you all behind. I can't just save my own skin not without everyone. It's what a right-hand man does, isn't it? Take my potentiality you found and rise. Take it with you to the surface. But you, Johan, what about you? But maybe next time. Some other time. Wrath is a hideous emotion. That is why I did nothing at the entrance of that branch. Only remembering, nothing more. Remembering the ones I left behind. I can sense the Dungeon of Fathoms slowly beginning to close. I've returned safe and sound. Welcome back, boss. To be frank, I once wished to be someone like yourself, Heathcliff. What are we talking about? We don't want Heathcliff to be. We don't want Heathcliff to be like Heathcliff. Because it's not easy to put my faith in, not in a game of numbers, but in those slimmest potentialities of the world that continue to exist. I know it's not very befitting a researcher to do so, but it's quite the romantic attitude for a human to embody, is it not? Well, the experiment is over. It was a huge success, all thanks to us, right? No, it was a failure. I established this hypothesis. The sole answer was to hold a firm belief in the self and nothing else. Had my hypothesis been correct, I would have remained a distortion. Thus, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you. Thank you for making me fail. It seems that my classification for my distortion was he 5 SU, Su. Disappointing mediocre, but I don't suppose it can be helped. I mean, 5 is as strong as Ardor Blossom Moth. But I guess as a distortion, it's like I guess a Distortion 5 would be on the low side, right? I mean, although Abnormalities is the final form of Distortions. So 5 is not bad, guys. 5 is not bad. For in terms of lethality. The world is a place where we find the rays of potentiality among the mediocre, after all. Let's move on now. Mephistopheles is preparing to depart. Hohenheim's researchers waved at us. We'll meet again, right? Ew, no thank you. Everything has an end. So, do consider this as our final meeting. Down to the last exchange, this guy. Today I'm not late, I'm beyond late. It's all good. Welcome in, Angel, welcome in. Yeah, he is Superbia. I mean, that makes sense, though. It does make sense. Last thing we saw before the portal activated were the LCE researchers pushing up against the glasses. Pushing up the glasses in our general direction. Though it only took a step or two, the entire world around us seemed to transform, landing us back inside the transportation instrument. Now that I think about it, we didn't even get a chance to learn why Gregor's bones made those cracking noises. All we learned from this experience is that the sinners have all become mediocre, but they each held certain potentialities within them. Each of us mulling over the events of the LCE, we returned to the bus where Chiron and Virgilius were waiting for us. They went ahead of time? Dude, Virgilius packed it up, man. Virgilius packed it up. He was like, yeah, I fought the Blood Fiend, and now I'm leaving. See ya. That's it, man. Alright, that's it. That is the entirety of the, that is the entirety of the thing completed. Wow. Wow, dude, what a freaking Intervalo, man. What a freaking Intervalo. Oh my god. That's amazing. Yeah, super sick. They really turned around, man. They really turned Hohenheim around on me. Because I won't lie to you, like, at the beginning I was like so on Hohenheim. He still looks like a clown, by the way. That part I will not retract. Hohenheim still looks mad ugly. But his story was really nice. And also this Intervalo has like the best storytelling out of all of them so far. Like bar none. Bar none, this was the best Intervalo. And the day reset in the middle of all that. So I'll probably end here and then I'll do my dailies off stream or whatever. I gotta go do some stuff. Gotta go do some stuff in terms of leveling up my sinners and leveling up my stuff. I've been working towards leveling up the base team. It's a long process. Because all these sinners like need like level cards and stuff and uptie stuff. I think I managed to uptie 4. I managed to uptie 4 everybody. And now I just need to level them up so they can actually deal some damage. But they're all uptied forward. I'm trying to level them as well to level 50. And once that's done, I'm going to start doing runs with these guys, hopefully. Apparently LCE is Limbus Company and Keflin Department. Oh. Interesting. I thought Extraction would have made more sense too, but I guess like the first part of the stuff is still in Keflin production at its base. So that makes sense. But yeah, guys, super sick. Best Intervalo so far. By far, bar none. Like, none even come close to how good that was. But some good lore drops as well. For Heathcliff, for Gregor as well. Gregor finally got something, guys. After, dude, how long has it been? How long has it been? It's been since Hell's Chicken? Yeah, dude. It's been since Hell's Chicken that Gregor actually got something. Oh my god, dude. Gregor has become the true potential man. Over like a year, dude. Yeah, we still need to carefully defeat the boss and there's not enough rats to pentasect. Bisecting is better, guys. Stop pentasecting, bisecting is better. Gregor, my man. Yeah, super sick. And I'm very happy as well that our predictions were really spot on as well for this. For the charts. I still think this chart is accurate. In terms of like their current strengths, even though they're all like mediocre now, I think the chart is still accurate. But this one, I'm pretty happy that we managed to like almost get everything correct. I was a little bit sorely mistaken about Raja, but Raja being here and here is like a small change. I think they're all very similar in strength. Gregor not even being on the chart, I think is amazing. But yeah, man. Okay, sick. That's gonna be today's stream, guys. I appreciate you guys. And we will see you. I don't stream tomorrow, but I might stream sometime soon. For either like just railway stuff or like, you know, trying to beat the maps with the base sinners. Grinding out stuff, etc., etc., just chatting, etc. But yeah, new video hopefully coming out soon. Alright, guys, on the YouTube side, let me go ahead and go back to the room real quick. Alright. Everybody, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you. With feeding the sinners in the bus, rewind, and then feed them into the bus again, be free infinite energy? I don't think so. I don't think so, and also, I mean, like, all right now, right? Like, they're all, like, trash. And so I feel like feeding them to the bus might... Yeah, it's for one, it's a risk, because it may disconnect them from the chains. And also, two, for a second point, like, they're all kind of ass right now, and so feeding them to the bus wouldn't give them that much energy in the first place. And so, like, they would have to do it, like, many times. Which is also, like, a point of contention, like, whether or not, like, the enkephalin would disappear if they were revived. Because enkephalin is, like, produced as a byproduct of the machine mashing them up, right? And so who's to say that rewinding them doesn't put the enkephalin back in their bodies? So it'd be, like, a net zero. I feel like if it worked, they would have tried it before as well. But the fact that they haven't addressed it makes me feel like they've tried it in their off time and it doesn't work. Because I feel like that'll be like one of the first things they try is to off themselves. If it was a viable strategy. Like some idiot would have suggested it. Probably Heathcliff. Yeah, Heathcliff lore, Heathcliff progression. Who else? A little bit of Altis stuff, a little bit of Gregor's stuff. Honestly, yeah, not a lot of Honglu stuff, but that's probably because Honglu stuff is saved for Urban Nightmare. For the interval right before his canto. So we'll probably get more of him later on. Obviously, the next one will be the Railway, which is just a railway. And then, what's after that? What is after that, guys? The rerun of Bamboo Hatted Kim stuff. But yeah, guys, a lot of lore stuff, man. Super, super good canto. All right. That's going to be me for today, guys. I'm going to stop the YouTube video here as well. Thank you guys for dropping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for chilling out with me. Honestly, thank you for also like being super nice as a chat, too. I know a lot of chats like go crazy and then like spoil a lot of stuff. You guys are super nice about that stuff. So very thankful. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys very soon. Whether a video or stream or whatever. Oh,